to you in part by Budweiser, proud sponsor of the 1988 U.S. Olympic team. This bud's for you. And by the Polaroid Spectra system, the only camera that makes time stand still. And by your New England Nissan dealers. And by Sullivan Tire Family Car Care Centers, because family spirit is what Sullivan is all about. And by Chevy dealers of New England. Start where more people end up. Hello again, everybody, and this is it. Final 60 minutes of the Wales Conference Championship Series. Of course, Derek, 60 minutes plus is definitely a possibility when you have two teams that have split 6 games.
That's true, and either team has the ability to bounce back, Dave. You can't ever count them out. This game is not going to be won or lost, I don't believe, in the first period, so it's going to be full hockey game tonight. All aspects of the game should be played to their fullest. I think Koharski might let a lot of the physical stuff go. You get hit, get knocked down, get up and get back in the play. There's no lollygagging around saying, oh, I'm hurt. Shake off the injuries and go from there.
Talking to Lou Lamoriello prior to the game tonight. I said, gee, your club is loose as a goose down there in the dressing room. It's almost as if they don't feel any pressure. And he said, you know what? We've already played a Stanley Cup 7th game where we won that final regular season game in Chicago. We were playing. We knew Pittsburgh had won. We knew New York had won. We went to overtime. We knew a tie was no good. The veteran guys who weren't dressing were pacing the hallways. He says, I have to admit that I was pacing. That was the most pressure we could possibly be under, and everything pales to it now. The only thing he said that could compare to it is playing in the actual 7th game of the Stanley Cup Final. So he says, that's why we're loose.
Good enough reason.
All right, down on the ice, the teams are on their blue lines, and the officials are at center ice, and with mic in hand, and in his tuxedo with carnation complete, here's Mr. Rene Rancourt and his rendition of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets glitter, the boys bursting they took to the night, and our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled
Let's get it on. Rene Rancourt brought him up a notch.
All right, there's Don Koharski, your referee tonight. His backup, Denny Morrell, Kevin Collins, and Ron Finn. The linesman with Wayne Bonney on hand as the alternate linesman.
Now, I'll tell you another thing, too. The linesmen are pumped, too. They don't want to make any mistakes. They're sharp as they can possibly be.
Well, certainly the Devils hoping he is as sharp as he can be. Sean Burke single-handedly won 2 of these 3 games the Devils have won in this series. And at the other end, Reggie Lemelin trying to bounce back from his only poor showing of the postseason. Gave up 5 goals on 13 shots, but Terry O'Reilly said, no hesitancy, I know, I'm going with Reggie Lemelin. He's the guy that got us here. We're ready to go. Here's Fred.
Craig Janney, Kirk Muller were underway, and with it, Danico to fire it in. Blocked by Lemelin, taken over by Kuzak. And a change for New Jersey. They put out a checking line. Loisel is out there now. Bruins work it up. Joyce has trouble with it, slides it into the Devils' end, and they're going to call icing. They wave it off now at the last second. And the Bruins forecheck vigorously. Trying to keep it in. Kuzak moves it up. It's knocked away by Wallana, picked up by Maley. Maley broken up by Bork. Good break here, 2-on-2. Neely going, blocked. The follow-up by Bork. Bork moves to the corner, behind the net. swooping around with it. Holding, puts it in front. Blocked by Burke on the corner. A shot on by Ray Bork. Difficult angle, but he put it on net with a good rush. Bork slides it up now, and Janney wraps it in as the lines change. Curvers back for it for New Jersey. For Broughton. Checked by Telvin, broken up. Lindsman starts it back to Wesley. Wesley the clear out. Bruins fight for it. Crowder with it. Away to Sweeney, doesn't get it. And right back comes Muller on Wesley. The shot deflected by Wesley into the stands. The face-off in the Boston zone.
Great. That's an initial shove there by Neely. Stayed in that end zone. Whipped around the net. Had a flat-footed Joe Sorella just kind of off balance. That's the way it has to be. It has to start like that.
I think
Make
he's
that
the
puck
can,
bounce
Derek.
for it. Yeah.
I really do.
He's the catalyst that makes this hockey club go, along with Ray Bork. Ray Bork skating and doing his job. Makes no difference how hot Sean Burke is. The Bruins will get too many chances to stop them all.
Ray's the leader with the puck. He goes end to end, but they feed off of Cam's energy when he's out there and hitting and just causing all kinds of trouble in the other end. Everybody else picks up the cue, and it seems to be a total team effort hitting all night long.
Telvin to Wesley. Wesley at the center line. Drops it in wide of Burke. Back is Belichick. Forechecking Lindsman. Chases him. Breaks him up. Crowder trying to keep it Kent. And Johnson breaks it out. A lead pass connected to McLean. McLean hit by Wesley. And into the corner goes Telvin. Trying to wrap it up on Sundstrom. Fought for to the left of Lemlin. Still a battle. Still loose. Batted around. Nobody can get a handle to it. Finally, Boston does. Sweeney. The clear out. Breaking. Crowder. Crowder can't set up a play to Lindsman. Right back comes McLean. McLean shot deflected wide. Telvin the clear up. Sweeney, a left winger, gets it out. Can't connect with Lindsman. Sorella coming back is checked. The puck is batted in by Sundstrom as the lines change. Everybody getting some warm-up activity here. Puck in the center ice and going with it. Platt. Driver fell down. He couldn't capitalize on it. Platt had a loose puck go just for a moment. Would have been a break-in. Casper back, a lead for Burridge. Burridge deep on Curvers, cuts in, sweeps it across wide. Bork moves in. Bork pulls it, and a penalty coming up on New Jersey.
Net dislodge, Fred.
Net dislodge.
I thought it was going to be a hooking penalty.
With the score, Boston nothing, New Jersey nothing. We'll return in a moment.
Steve Casper with a very sore right shoulder, Derek. That doesn't look like his normal shoulder pads. Those look like Gonzi pads, which are bigger and more heavily padded. And I have a feeling that's what he's wearing to protect that shoulder. His shoulder is one reason why Billy O'Dwyer's in the lineup tonight, just in case Casper can't kill enough penalties or take a regular shift with that shoulder injury.
The draw won by the Devils. Loisel cleared out by Wolanin. Dropped back in by Bork. Got it away by Wolanin. Wolanin a shot and a kick-out save by Lemlin all the way to center ice. The right pad on it. Dropped back in, and Bork takes over. Now to Kluzak, up to Burridge. Burridge hit, but Kluzak moves and clears it in. The team's a bit tentative. You can see it, and you can understand it, of course, right at the start. Back comes New Jersey. Muller with it. Muller over the line. A good shift on Bork. Stops, cuts, knocked down by Bork and broken up. Looked like he might have beaten Bork. No way as he cut back. Bork broke him up and cleared it.
Ray Bork could skate too well for that. Got away with a semi-cross check.
Good pass up. Muller has it off to Broughton. Broughton over the line with a threat and a shot blocked wide by Telvin. Taken by Verbeek. Muller checked. Broughton is on it. Broughton wheels in the zone. Broken up by Peterson on the puck. It is New Jersey in alone. Verbeek. They go in front. Save and a drive and a save by Lemlin on Verbeek. Verbeek had an absolutely open net, and Lemlin robbed him.
Reggie Lemelin. Terry O'Reilly's right again.
Wow, this is your Ted Miller, Derek.
What a save that was. Aaron Broughton wants to calm this down. Great play right here. Now he's going to tuck it. Got it calmed. The save. Now Verbeek is still rolling. He didn't get much on it. Reggie's tremendous second effort.
Looked like Wade Boggs taking a short double down the left field line away from an enemy hitter.
24 square feet aside
Wow.
from a glove, and Reggie Lemelin came up with the save early. Little bit of a mistake in the corner. Al Peterson concentrated on the player, Verbeek, to stand him up, but the puck was in his feet. He couldn't see it, couldn't take the time to look down. No one got to it.
Well, let's see if the Bruins could feed off of that save.
Well, the Devils now are up to 3 shots, and that last one definitely labeled. A screen shot deflected wide. Bill O'Dwyer hasn't played in a long stretch, able to clear it out. Back for Belichick. Middleton is on at right wing. O'Dwyer is at center. And Mo LeMay on. And this pass up. Call for a face-off. With the score, Boston nothing, New Jersey nothing. Let's pause for this message. Face-off at center ice.
Tough, isn't he? He's on me off the air.
What was he getting on you for?
I called it a 10-beller, legitimate 10-beller, because an old-timer back in Niagara Falls, Rex Steimer, used to say that. It kind of measure the save out of 10.
I guess Fred wasn't a Rex fan, huh?
No, I guess not. He didn't want
No.
obviously didn't want to use it, but we snuck it in anyway.
Now, Bo Derek. Now, there's a 10 bell.
There's, all right.
Touche.
Wesley clears it in wide. Back for Belichick. No score in the game. Lemlin robbed Verbeek. Had an open net. Back comes Belichick. Able to move it all the way. Clear it in. Shanahan going for it. Around the boards. Belichick. A drive. Blocked by Keith Crowder and kicked away. But it's New Jersey, the edge in play in the first 4 minutes. They're playing nice and loose, moving the puck up smartly, completing the passes. Here's Brickley over the line. Brickley's pass intercepted. And Lensman breaks it out, picks up speed. Over the line, looks for a trailer. Dropped it right to a New Jersey Devil. And away comes Shanahan with Curvers. Shanahan holding. Gets it off from McLean to Curvers. A marvelous save on Curvers, who walked right in. There's 2 by Lemlin, keeping the Bruins in the game. Curvers walked right in. Shanahan a shot, a save. The puck off to the corner. Now behind the net. Sundstrom broken up. Spills. Telvin. Puck kept in. Lynn's been battling for it. It is kept in by McLean. All the pressure by New Jersey, and they have had 2 labeled, and Lemlin robbed them. Bruins move it out. Broken up. New Jersey right back. The Bruins very tight and tentative. They clear this one, an icing call. New Jersey 5 shots, Boston 1. With the score, Boston nothing, New Jersey nothing. We'll return to the Garden in a moment.
Thank goodness. 5-1 shots on goal in favor of New Jersey, and 3 of them have been surefire golden opportunities. The one on Verbeek, incredible. The other 2 sparkling.
Muller against Casper. Face off to the left of Lemlin. Draw to Ray Bourque. He has the only shot from a tough angle. He's able to move it out now. On the center ice to Burridge, to Kluzak on the attack, 4 men up. Dropped it for Casper, and it's missed. Covered by Bourque, who's everywhere. And a penalty on Boston. Going out is Willie Platt for tripping, and a power play for New Jersey.
Willie Platt tripped him. Silly, he got caught with it. He's not happy about it.
Well, the Bruins are not carrying the play to New Jersey, as many coming into this building thought they would tonight. You get home, you figure you got the crowd pumping you up.
Now what they're doing, Dave, they're overhandling the puck. That's all. They're skating. They're doing everything right. They're just overhandling the puck, and all that tricky little extra pass doesn't get through. Boom, you're down a man. They're coming away 3-on-2. Michael Telvin, a little drop pass from Linsman. If he doesn't bail out a little bit, that's 4-on-1. Bruins got to headman the puck, advance it.
They'll start shooting on Berg.
Yeah.
He doesn't give up anything that isn't shot on him.
Yeah, he's not going to go out and kick it in for you.
The draw to Bourque, and he's able to clear it. A power play for New Jersey, the first of the game to the Devils. They've outshot Boston 5-1. 14-14 left, first period. Muller breaks it back. Broken up by Bourque. It bounces back in, and Bourque clears it out. And it's driven back in by Driver. Well, Bourque has been it for Boston. He has the 1 shot, and he's been a stalwart on defense. Face off outside the Boston blue line. 1:40 left on the New Jersey power play.
Terry O'Reilly looks at Billy O'Dwyer as a very key individual tonight, because he would like to have Kenny Linsman and Steve Casper not have to kill off every penalty. And that's where O'Dwyer's going to step in big tonight.
He's out with Middleton. Gets the draw. And Kluzak able to clear it. Kerber's on with Driver up front. Sundstrom on the left. McLean on the right. And Mark Johnson breaks it out. Good pass to Sundstrom over the line. Drives in wide. Lemlin trying to clear it. Around the boards, they do. It was Kluzak moving it up.
Nice little touch tip out by Ricky Middleton.
Kerber starts from the Devil's end. McLean, Johnson. Again, it's Ray Bork. Forcing the offside with a great poke check, and Bork has been everywhere.
The Bruins are going to need Ray Bork to do that. Frustrate the New Jersey Devils as often as you can. Made some tremendous moves. The other defensemen are going to have to pick it up a little bit. They're a little tentative.
We talked about Billy O'Dwyer, Molave being back on the lineup tonight. Tom McCarthy, Reed Larson, Lyndon Byers, and Greg Johnston not dressing tonight for the Bruins. And for the Devils, O'Callahan, Korn, Carlson, Anderson, Crowder, and Conacher not in uniform.
Muller, Verbeek, and Broughton face off. Batted away, covered by Driver. Driver works it over the line. Check, pokes it in deep. Telvin going for it. Loses now to Muller. Muller rolls it around the other side. Going for it, Wesley. Wesley clears it around, and Driver moves up, keeps it in, gets it to Muller. Muller in the corner, back for Driver. Back to Broughton. He's the point man now. Now the Driver on the go, and the shot misses. And rebounds all the way out. Winding up Muller off for Driver. Driver to Verbeek. The clear in. Lemlin blocks it behind the net, trying to move it around. Stopped and batted out. Broughton stopped it, but Wesley cleared it. And down to 15 seconds on the Devils' power play. They haven't had a shot on. They had a shot by Driver, but he missed the net. That was then the only threat. First power play of the game. 5 seconds left. Now Sundstrom over the line. Rolls it in. McLean going for it. Bork there to hit him. Kept in by the Devils. Sundstrom checked on the boards by Sweeney. Fought for Bork. Clears it. Sweeney gets it out. Linsman breaks on Willanna. Trying to move in, and he's ridden off smartly by Willanna. Just took him right out of the play. Puck kept in by Bork, and a great play at the blue line. Clears it in deep. Burke moves it around the boards. Bork over at the right point. Able to keep it in. He's a one-man team. Moves it in deep. Linsman to Crowder. Crowder to Sweeney behind the net. Trying to come in front. He's checked. He's hauled down. A penalty coming up on the Devils. Bruins with a power play. And now the call by Koharski as Sweeney was hauled down.
Bob Sweeney, good outside, back inside move.
With the score of Boston nothing, New Jersey nothing, we'll return to the Garden in just a minute.
Now that's come around to the net. Decides to change motion, put his weight on his right side. He's really at that point beat. No need to haul him down. Foolish penalty by Mark Johnson.
Bruins are having an outstanding series on the power play, 10 for 31 or 32%. When you consider in the entire playoffs, Buffalo, Montreal, and the series, they're only 16% on the power play. So the Bruins taking advantage of the New Jersey penalty killers.
On the draw, in deep, Belichick with it, and he's able to clear it. Brown moving quickly, forcing Lemlin to make a play. Around to Neely, back to Kluzak. Kluzak starts it out. Good pass to Neely. Neely breaks 3-on-2 over the line with Joyce. Going into the corner, puts it in front. It is knocked away by Belichick, kept in by Kluzak, who moved into the corner. Back for Bork. Bork over to Janney, operating from that right wing side. The playmaker into Joyce. Joyce lost it. Checked on the play, battles Belichick. Bruins keep it in. Now it rolls to Bork. Bork to Kluzak. Back to Bork. Bork. A shot in. Scores! Ray Bork puts it in. It might have been deflected in front by Janney.
What a play by Ray Bork. He had no options. He wanted to give it back here in the wing. Janney wasn't there. He looked up. He had nothing left. He was going to get shut down. That's what I mean by penalty killers. Have you force. Keep forcing them. Force Ray Bork to do something with it. They gave him that little second to pause. Ray Bork snapped it. Whether it was tipped or not, We'll see in a second.
It was, no doubt about
Janney.
it, Derek. Watch Janney set up out in front. Get the puck on net. When you shoot it on net, many things can happen. Look at Janney coming out from behind, waves the board. There's the tip. 1-0 Bruins.
Great tip. That's what I mean. Get in that front of that net. In that slot. Any rebounds, he would have been in shape to get it also. Great play by Ray Bork.
Right between the pads. Beautiful tip.
Bork and Kluzak assists. A power play goal for Boston. They lead 1-0. Crowder down to jam it up in the New Jersey end and get a face-off. That's like a fella up there bunting and making a good bunt.
Right.
Janney did.
Excellent. But
I love the way he called for it, too.
He did. He sticks his stick in the air. Ray Bork just catches him out of the corner of his eye, just wrists it into him. Nice little soft waist-high flip. Janney just laid it down. That's your basic squeeze bunt type move,
Yeah.
Fred. I like that. Never
Greg
thought of it
Janney,
like that.
now
You soften
the-
your hands the same way.
Now the leading rookie scorer in the Stanley Cup playoffs. 13 points for Janney. Sweeney and Joyce are tied for second with 12 points. So 3 Bruin rookies, the 3 leading rookie scorers in Stanley Cup competition.
Bruins scoring their second shot on net. New Jersey with 5, but New Jersey could not put any on net in their first power play on the face-off to the left of Sean Burke. Linsman out. Crowder and Sweeney back to Telvin. Telvin has a bouncing puck, slaps it in around the boards. Sweeney going for it. Wolanin. Puck is cleared away. Telvin right back for Linsman. Linsman is checked on the play. Can't set up Crowder. And a pass over the line goes to Verbeek. He's hauled down on the play by Wesley. The puck cleared away by Boston. The penalty coming up here. It is on New Jersey.
It's on Boston.
It's on Boston.
Must be Sweeney. They were banging
Sweeney
over
for a
the
high
net.
stick and a little exuberant in his treatment of Wolanin.
And New Jersey with a power play. High sticking on Sweeney with the score. Boston 1, New Jersey 0. We'll return to the Garden in a moment.
Dave.
There's Bob Sweeney in the box. Was it Wolanin or Verbeek, Derek, that
Wolanin.
Bob got a little physical with?
Wolanin took him out at the blue line, just inside the blue line. A good solid check. Bob took exception to it. Give him the stick in retaliation. A little undisciplined.
Well, the Bruins were quite successful killing off the first one, but only thanks to Reggie Lemelin. A couple of big
Where's
saves.
Verbeek? No, that's Lemelin. That's Wesley. Here we go, Wolanin. Right there. Now Bob gets a high stick, a little chop. The extra shove is what got him. It clipped off the head of the stick.
Got to have more
Foolish
discipline
penalty.
than that.
Yeah, you don't want to do it there.
Face-off coming up to the right of Lemlin. Ray Bork is arguing with some point with Kaharski, or making a point with him. Johnson is out with Sundstrom and McLean. Curvers and Driver, 1-0 Boston. Janney the goals, and Bork and Kluzak on a power play. Puck down, Bruins trying to clear it away. They do, they carry it out. Casper with it. Casper clears it in. Burridge going for it. Back for it, Curvers. Second power play for New Jersey. 10 minutes left, first period. Curvers drives it in offside the Driver. He takes a bump from Kluzak anyway over the line. And a little bit of jostling.
That's it. Get New Jersey a little bit out of sync here with a little push after. Both teams right on the edge of getting ugly. It's just a matter of the game getting out of hand.
Well, New Jersey would be well served if they showed a little discipline here. They are on the power play. They don't want to lose that advantage.
Now, if he had to just, see, that doesn't constitute enough. He kind of just nudged him back.
Bill O'Dwyer back in action. Out with Rick Middleton. Kluzak and Bork, 1-0 Boston. Curvers to Shanahan. Check Curvers again. Over to Driver. Driver pokes it in, goes to the corner. Wraps it around for Muller. Muller holding. Back to Curvers at the point. Over now to a new point man, Broughton. Out of Curvers, and the shot missed the net. The rebound is taken by Muller. Checked by Kluzak. Puck goes to Middleton. Middleton carries out with O'Dwyer. Taking his time. And broken up. Broughton comes right back. Broughton over the line. Holding now, looking for a trailer. Fires, tip, but wide by Muller. He was all alone in front. Minute left on the power play. Shanahan hit behind the net by Telvin. Kicks it away to Broughton. Shanahan back on the boards. Middleton called down. Cleared it out anyway.
Could have called that.
40 seconds left. New Jersey power play. Ryder wraps it in. The long ricochet. Sundstrom moves it in front, and Telvin clears it right away. Linsman moving on it. Bruins trying to move it in. They overskate it. And back comes Sundstrom. Sundstrom moving. Quick shot. Wide of the net. Kept in by Danico. Checked on the line. Fed back in. Going for it. Kluzak. Sundstrom has it. Sundstrom to Wolanin. Wolanin broken up. And Linsman breaks it out. 2-on-1 with Kasper. Linsman coming on Kasper. Over to Kasper, and it's a bouncing puck, and he can't handle it. Into the corner. Kasper knocked down. Linsman behind the net, battling three Devils. Jamming, tying it up, getting a face-off, and the Bruins kill the penalty.
Was that close? That just happened to one hop over that stick. Kasper was anticipating the bounce, but just as long as it wouldn't hit the side of the puck and flip in the air quickly, the bounce to short hop the bounce just missed it.
Second power play, and no shots on. They did have some territorial play.
Boy, that tip by Muller didn't miss by much. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that was dangerous.
Between the save that he made on Verbeek and Muller, a beautiful tip going high. You have to say right now the gods are sitting on Reggie's cage.
Yes.
Not the Devils.
I guess.
God's going to pick one. It'd be the Bruins, no?
Yeah, I guess he'd probably steer
Who wants
clear
to
of
help
New
the
Jersey
Devils?
Oh, watch Muller. Watch Muller right out in front. Stone cold. Unfortunately, it went wide. Unfortunately for Muller.
Right
Another
here.
look at it.
There's the ding. Right there. Boy, that's a 6-5 pick'em. Right there. Well, short hopped it, and it just got over his stick.
The shots are 6 New Jersey, 2 for Boston. The lead is 1-0 Boston. Power play goal by Janney from Bork and Kluzak. Sweeney is out now. Against Loisel. The draw to Kluzak. The shot deflected into the stands. Face-off called. He got plenty on that, but there was a quick deflection.
Well, the crowd started to go quiet as Gordy drew that stick back and started to glide in that puck.
Can he get it home? Bruins get that next goal, be a big one.
Area shots. The guests are ahead in shots.
Thank goodness they don't count.
And
Boy.
2 remarkable saves. 3 really by Lemlin. How he was able to stop Verbeek.
That'll go down in history, those 2 saves.
Sweeney out with Loisel. LeMay at left wing with Plett. They keep it in. It's off to Telvin. Telvin a shot. Save. Burke hangs on. Plett creating havoc there with Valashek. And Willie can stand his ground with any of them and makes a big presence in front of the net with Telvin firing, Burke saving.
Willie's always in the middle of it.
Well, he's not going to take it from Valashek. I mean, he's going to be chopped all night. They're kind of jockeying for body position at this time.
Because Willie's looking for a rebound behind Burke.
Well, Michael Telvin gets it a little bit in front of him. You'll see that it's too far in front of him to keep it. See, it's not back down on his feet. He kind of got it so high, it drifted up there. He's got a lofted stick, that a high lie with an open toe, like a wedge. And if you hit it like that, it kind of just going to rise on you. I know he wanted to keep it down.
Sweeney centering, LeMay on the left, Plett on the right. LeMay dressing in place of Tom McCarthy. Plett back, Wesley, Telvin again. Great chance. Telvin from Wesley to make it 2-0.
Great shot by Michael Telvin. Got this one down. Willie Plett, very sharp on the faceoff, jumps in, gets it back to Wesley. And then he just slips it across to Michael Telvin. I think a Jersey player deflected it. Sean Burke never saw
Well,
it.
I was just going to say, Derek, I think Mo LeMay may have screened Sean Burke. LeMay came across just as Tobin fired. I don't know if he got a piece of it, but I think he may have blocked Burke's view. Of course, the tendency for a goaltender is to go down to try to pick up that shot, and Tobin's shot is up.
Sean Burke has been, in his history right here,
It
that
hit
might have
LeMay.
gone off LeMay's
Yep, it did.
hindquarters there.
Went right off Mo LeMay.
So
Sure
is
did.
LeMay. And it's 2-0 Boston. On their third shot, they score the second goal. The key to that, the faceoff. Telvin and Wesley will assist. 2-0 Boston. Brown clears it all the way in on London. Back for Telvin. Telvin away on the left side. LeMay clears it in. Takes a hit in first. Klett. Tough angle. Oh, he put it on. And Burke made the stop. He blistered that one. And back comes Sullivan now. Cleared in. Mo LeMay. Bork is smashed to the ice by Sullivan. And the puck is dropped back to the point by Shanahan, but goes to center ice. Well, Bork took a heavy hit there. Bork breaks it up on Shanahan. Mo LeMay in at left wing, deflected the shot by Telvin. Bruins are offside, trying to move it in. 7:06 left in period number 1. 2-0 Boston.
Boy, Doug Sullivan lowered the boom on Raymond in behind the Bruin goal.
Well, they found a way to get to Sean Burke, deflect it. Don't let the original shot get there.
Mo
Big
LeMay.
goal of Terry O'Reilly. Put him in the lineup, had a hunch.
Mo's got to have a smile on this one. I bet you haven't scored too many.
Now, you don't get too many with that part of your anatomy. But, you know, they all count. Poor Sean Burke there goes, oh, no.
Boston leads 2-0. A lead for Neely too far. Back for it, Sorella. In the center ice, he can't move with it. The Bruins check it closely. Velishek is winding up. We have seen the Devil style in this situation. Everybody up. Bork breaks it up at the Boston line. A lead in for Janney from Joyce. Indeed, Velishek there. Janney checks him, tackles for it. Knocked away by Burke. Joyce throws his weight around in the corner. Janney trying to dig it free. 2-0 Boston. Fought for it to the left of Burke. Everybody over there. And finally, New Jersey gets it. Bratton is checked immediately by Joyce, but it goes to Muller. Muller over the line, wheeling, moving well, broken up, and back comes Neely. Neely on the left wing side, by one Devil. Bratton now checked, now leads it back in for Burridge, who just came on. Burridge in deep, going behind the net, ridden off by the Devils. 6 minutes left, first period, 2-0 Boston. Mo LeMay the second one, after Janney deflected a shot by Bork on a power play. Bruins coming back over the line. Casper moving in on Driver. Check to the boards. Fought for there. A battle. Still battling. Johnson. Middleton. And it's frozen.
Boy, Stevie Casper, right shoulder first into the glass, Derek. Every time you see him go right shoulder in on a hit, you got to hold your breath.
He's a Bruin.
He's tough.
Take it off. He's tough.
Boy, 2-0
John
Boston.
Forrestal used to say that to us all the time. Shake it off. Be a Bruin. John, it hurts. No, it doesn't. That swelling is only a new muscle growing. Love that mentality.
Could you grow new ankles too and new knees?
You'd hope so. You know, the way they talk.
Yeah, Bobby Orr could have grown new knees.
Everybody knows where sympathy is in the dictionary. Just leave it there.
Have you been waiting the entire postseason to use that?
What?
Everybody knows where sympathy is in the dictionary. Leave
Let
it
it
there.
lie, David. Could have been subtle. Now you're jumping all over it.
Face off to the right of Sean Burke. The Boston goals. Janney a power play from Bork and Kluzak. LeMay from Wesley and Telvin. Linsman on the draw with Sundstrom to the right of Burke. 5:41 left. First period. Pervers trying to move is checked by Sweeney. Sweeney comes out of the corner. Back for Kluzak. Back in, and Sweeney couldn't get the pass. He was open in front. New Jersey tips it Up to the Boston line. With it, McLean. The follow-up. Sweeney checks it, and the Bruins break it out. Bork coming 2-on-2 with Crowder. Bork over the line. In the Crowder, deflected but wide. Crowder coming off the corner in front. Can't put it to Sweeney. Sweeney behind the net. Checked on the play. Linsman checking it. Bork, another great play at the line. Keeps it in. The Sweeney behind the net. Sweeney puts it in front. Linsman, a backhander and a save by Burke. 5 minutes left. Bruins lead 2-0 first period. Sundstrom back. Pop fly in. Easy for Lemlin. Well, they can't list that as a shot, but they do. Bruins clear it in. Burridge hustles into the corner. Battling Danico. Shanahan there. Plett is there. And again, the battle. Still a battle in the corner. Nobody can move with it. But it's in the Devil's end.
Burridge is trying awful hard, I'll tell you.
Finally, Wolanin gets it. Can't clear it out. Kept in by Wesley. A pass up. But trying to get it. Can't. And Sullivan starts it back. Sullivan clears it in from center ice. Blocked by Lemlin. Taken over by Telvin. Casper can't handle the pass. Curvers drives it back in the Boston end. Wesley on it. Pass intercepted by Broughton. Broughton puts a shot on but misses the net. Kept in by Loisel to Broughton. Checked by Casper. Out of the pack comes Telvin. Can't move with it though. Checked on the boards. Loisel keeps it in. His pass intercepted by Telvin. Up the boards, not out. Driver checked. And finally Plett gets it out and the Bruins break. Here comes Casper with Burridge. Off the Burridge. He's in. Back. Oh, he tried to pass back and Casper was covered. Burridge had a good chance to fire it on. It finally reached in there. Long shot by Broughton. Kicked into the stands by Lemlin. 3:34 left. 2-0 Boston.
There is one awful brave fan up there in the corner. Reached to catch that. Got up kind of slow, nearly took his head off.
And he went for it without a glove.
I'd like to have seen Randy Burridge shoot it right here.
Yep.
Snap it. But, you know, you get to thinking, you got a hot goaltender. All right, I'm the snake bit. It's not going in for me. When you're not scoring, you pass. Now he just took an extra pass right there. Nice play to Linsman. Little turnaround. Defenseman stays with him. Valachek stays with him. Then he falls down. Right here. I mean, Sundstrom.
Kenny didn't get real good wood on this.
Sundstrom just stick stayed with him more than anything.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, thank you. And he falls down.
Well, the Bruins have closed the gap in shots on goal a little bit more even now. 8-7 in favor of New Jersey.
Puck fed in deep, taken over by Kluzak. 2-0 Boston. Kluzak away to O'Dwyer. Breaks. A lead pass on the left for LeMay. Back to O'Dwyer. Tipped it and missed the net. Great play by two new men dressing for this game. O'Dwyer and LeMay almost made it pay off. Devils coming back. Muller with it. Check. Verbeek brought it back in as a trailer, and the play called offside. 3:10 left. First period, 2-0 Boston.
But I'd love to have seen Billy O'Dwyer get that one.
We're going to be talking to Billy O coming up between periods 1 and 2.
Great play here. Comes in, gets it back. Just never got enough on it.
Boy, and Burke was playing the shooter all the way.
He was. He's out. Now he gets by his left foot. Billy tips it just a little wide of the net. Get that in the air. A little too fine.
Good chomping at the bit, waiting for an opportunity to...
Very admirable, too. He's been healthy a little while, but a winning team, not looking to break the line up, you know, and say, okay, here's your job back. Billy O'Dwyer worked very hard to get it back.
He's out now with LeMay and Middleton. Lannon broken up. Wesley, Telvin, and LeMay. LeMay has scored a goal. He's over the line. He drops it off for Middleton. Middleton back in front. Shot and a save. Burke and a screen shot. And Wesley keeps it in. Puck bounces away. Kept in by Middleton at the line. Beautiful stick handling along the line. He's broken up. Knocked down. Bruins trying to move with it. Can't. It's knocked back to Telvin in the Boston zone. Cleared away to Middleton, who's back up. Middleton center ice. Nobody on him. Pops it in on Burke. 2:35 left. Burke to Broughton. Broughton breaks. Lines changing. The puck cleared in. Kluzak gets it to Joyce. He's got time. He gets it away to Janney, who scored the first goal of the game. Janney clears it in deep for Neely. Neely checked, trying to make the play. Check, gets it into Janney. Janney wheeling in the zone. Back to Neely. Neely tried a shot or a pass. It missed. And it's kept in now at the point by Janney. Covering up. Screen shot. Save. Puck goes back to Janney. Janney cutting near the net. Puts it in front. Knocked away. It never reached a Bruin. And back comes New Jersey. Breaking now as Loisel drives it in around the boards. Going for it, Kluzak. A line change here. 2-0 Boston. 1:50 left. Period number 1. Bruins 9 shots. The Devils 8 now. Back in the Boston end, it is Ray Bourque. Boston goes Janney a power play and Mo LeMay. In the center ice, Crowder breaks by the defenseman. Over the line with Sweeney. Can't set him up. Almost a 2-1 break there. A beautiful move by Crowder. At center ice, Linsman tips it softly for Sweeney. He's ridden off by Brown. Follow up by Crowder. Bruins keep it in. Sweeney works it free. Drops it now for Wesley. Wesley in front. Linsman. Sweeney shot. Save for a goal and hit him on the blocker and cut across and stayed out.
Danico got a penalty. Kenny Linsman very sharp in front of the net. He got chopped. I don't know if he's going to call them both. But Kenny Linsman just chewed the wood and left it alone. Bob Sweeney off balance on this shot. Great pass by Linsman. One of those soft passes at one times. It worked. Hits the blocker. Goes back on the other side of him. Very lucky. Sean Burke. Hits his left foot. Nearly went in. So he made the original save a lot cleaner than it looked.
Danico out for high sticking. A power play for Boston.
Cheap shot he took on Kenny Linsman. This could cost him. These are the penalties that are tough to kill.
He is yelling at Koharski. And
well, they all think they can get away with it now.
face off in the Devils' end. 1:11 left in the first period. Janney, Neely, Joyce, Telvin, and Wesley. Bruins 1 for 1 power play. New Jersey 0 for 2. A new face-off call. Lemlin is well out of the net, and he's talking to Bonnie.
He's looking at something, whether it's time or clock.
Pointing to something up above. Can't be the banners.
Lights.
Is there a light
There's
somewhere?
a television light might be on. It's catching Reggie's eye from somewhere.
A television light where one of the stations would be doing a stand-up in the final minute using that background, and that light would go on. We're guessing at that, but it could be it. Something like that.
Complete guess.
Well, what do you mean? Not a bad guess.
Well, yeah, well, okay. You make a guess, it's not bad. I make one, you jump all over me. You got me intimidated here, Fred.
At any rate, it's still 1:11 left.
I see Cam Neely get a couple here.
Boston up to 9 shots. New Jersey with 8. When you realize New Jersey had 5 in about the first 4 minutes of play, and 2 I can think of just were labeled goal for Beek and Curvis.
Regardless of the outcome of this hockey game, those 2 saves could very well be the turning point. That's what he's in there for.
On the draw, Devils get it, and Belichick is able to clear it. Back goes Wesley. He's on with Telvin. The line is Janney, Joyce, and Neely. Wesley checked in the play. Puck knocked out to center ice. Janney gets it to Neely. Neely over the line. Off for Joyce. Joyce in deep. Wheels it around the boards. Neely a hard hit. Bruins keep it in. A penalty on Neely. Neely too hard a hit. And he's out.
High sticking. He got away with it here. He got a cheap pop over here. Took exception to it. Joey Sorella very aware. Loisel stays away from him. Backs up. And a National League punch in the face for that.
Each team short a man now. That nullifies, of course, the Bruins power play. 44 seconds left in the period. Boston in front 2-0. They scored a power play goal. Craig Janney set up by Ray Bourque and Gord Kluzak. And then a key face-off won by Sweeney. A big pass back. Plett to Wesley. Wesley across to Telvin. The shot screened. It hit Mo LeMay and deflected by Burke for the score.
New Jersey's saying bummer. I'm off the hind quarters there. Tough way to get a goal.
Linsman and Sweeney with Bork and Kluzak. Sundstrom is out with Johnson. Sorella and Velishek. Each team short a man. Play broken up by Sweeney. Sweeney swinging, trying to move in with it. Can't. Back in the center ice. A drop pass checked by Sweeney and picked up by Velishek. And we're down to 20 seconds left in the period. Velishek forced back by Linsman and Sweeney. Sorella starts back to Sundstrom. Away to Sorella. Sorella over the line. Check. Lost it to Kluzak. And that was Bork who checked him. 6 seconds left in the center ice. Ray Bork, 3 seconds left. They're yelling, shoot. Bork hauled down at the end by Johnson. And Koharski lets that go. If Bork had a few more seconds, he had Johnson beaten.
He needed 2 more seconds. He had 2 things in mind. If I can't get an open shot, I'm going to go down on this. I looked for a penalty. It just didn't work out. Koharski a little bit too sharp for that.
So the first period concluded. The score of Boston 2 and New Jersey nothing. We'll return with more intermission highlights in just a minute.
Schoenfeld's disaffection the other night, working this one tonight. Talented rookie Sean Burke in goal for Jersey again, and for the Bruins, Reggie Lemelin again. And did he make a beauty early?
Wheels in the zone, broken up by Peterson on the puck. It is New Jersey in alone for Beek. They go in front. Save in this. Drive and a save by Lemlin. And for Beek had an absolutely open net, and Lemlin robbed him.
Incredible stop by Lemelin. The crowd got the Reggie chant going early. Jersey penalty, Mark Johnson. Bruins get the power play.
Who's that? Back to Bork. Bork, a shot in. Scores! Ray Bork puts it in. It may have been deflected in front by Janney.
Good look at it here. The drive from the blue line. Janney chops it out of the air. 1-0 Bruins. Next one, Bruins again. Michael Telvin nicks Mo LeMay and beats Burke.
Telvin again. Great chance. Telvin from Wesley to make it 2-0.
Now, you've heard of slap shots and wrist shots. This is what in hockey terms you call a bummer. LeMay with the goal. It will look like a blazing slap shot in the record book. So 40 minutes, maybe more, still to play in this now one-game playoff sudden death, as it were, for both clubs. Bruins and the Devils after one period, the Bruins 2 and Jersey nothing. Let's check in for some intermission insights with Fred and Derek.
Thank you, Tom. Well, at the first 4 or 5 minutes, the Bruins tentative, except for Reggie Lemelin and Raymond Bork. They were all over the ice, or Bork was, and Lemelin solid.
Bork played some super hockey in the early minutes. The rest of the guys, he's got the confidence. He's a veteran. He's extremely talented. He wasn't too upset about the situation. Reggie Lemelin, also a veteran. You got to put it by me. And a tremendous second effort on his part. You know, this should be a different period. Things that you're looking to be a little skeptical. It's, oh, my God, what's going to go on here? Now it's the luck of the bounce. The Bruins guys, they regrouped, and they started plugging hard. Cam Neely started skating pretty good. Janney made a couple of nice plays. They got in there, and the defense handled the puck well. So that's the key. I think the Bruins just took a little while to get, you know, off the bench and say to themselves, hey, we got to go win this hockey game. No one's going to give it to us.
As far as the second goal is concerned, a good shot by Telvin, but you'd have to say a lucky deflection of LeMay. But the first one with Bork shooting, that is not luck. Craig Janney, a skilled athlete, plays baseball and soccer as well as hockey. And that was just a bunt. That was a skilled move by Janney.
Just a very talented kid. He knows what he's doing out there. If you notice, Ray Bork had the puck, and he looked a second, then he figured it out. Janney wasn't along the boards where he thought he'd be. Look, Janney had already gone to the net and circled it, put the stick in the air, and Ray just took a peek at him, saw it, and just wristed a soft waist-high pass into him. Janney just knocked it down between Burke's legs. You know, you say it, a lot of people, Jersey Devil fans, will say that's a fluke, but Janney looked to do that. He looked to get in front of the net, and Bork's pass was waist-high for that purpose, so Janney could do pretty well anything he wanted with it up there.
Looks as though the Bruins are saying, let's not just drill it at him from 40 feet, from 20 feet. Let's make a quick pass or a play. We saw Burridge try to do it and apparently outmaneuver Burke.
He did. Now, the play beats him. The great part about that was that the Devil defenseman never gave up on Stevie Casper. Had he done so, Stevie Casper makes it 3. But he never did. And Randy Burridge, you just don't have the time to make those decisions. Randy, being a little snake bit, probably figured, I'm going to pass it. It's not going in for me. I'm going to give it to Stevie. And just was a great defensive effort on the defenseman's part.
The Bruins lead 2-0. Here's Tom.
Right, Fred, Derek, we'll get a look at the scoring summary in a moment on that first period and then get you right back to action for the start of the second period when Bruins hockey, Stanley Cup hockey, continues tonight on your New England Sports Network.
We saw called in 16 seconds. A man advantage for 27 seconds for New Jersey.
Michael Telvin said, yeah, I probably should have taken my time coming out of the dressing room. 33 seconds, and he's already knocked down twice.
Tough shift.
Hey, Coach.
Tough day at the office here. Uh-oh. He's going to hit me. I know it. There we go. Biff. Oh, well, let's sit on the puck. Get a whistle. End this foolishness.
Is it me, or has New Jersey been keying on trying to be physical with Michael Telvin this series? It seems every game they're picking on him.
He's so quick, so he's not that big.
Driver with it, O'Dwyer forechecking. It's away to Wolanin, intercepted by Middleton. To O'Dwyer, can't move in, deflected to the Bruins stand. Bruins bench in 2 seconds now. The man will be out. It will be Danico and a power play for New Jersey.
Billy O.
Nice to see Billy O'Dwyer back in the lineup. He could be a key also. You got him in game shape. Kasper Gretzky.
O'Dwyer wins the draw back for Kuzak. Power play in effect now. Kuzak able to drive it all the way down over the head of Burke. Long shot there, I tell you.
That is hard to do, too, shoot it that far in the air.
And he had plenty on it. 15 seconds on the New Jersey power play now. 2-0 Boston. Broughton drops it in. Muller swooping in. Kuzak there. They battle behind the net. Poked away into the corner. Middleton back to get it. And he clears it. Bruins back at full strength. Neely back out. Middleton can't break with it. It's over the line to Muller. Muller drops it for Verbeek. Stops. Hit. Gets it into Muller. His drop pass missed by the point men. It wasn't near them. It wasn't a good pass, and it's down to the Devil's end. Teams at full strength. And Verbeek breaks. Picks up Johnson and Sundstrom. Broken up with the Boston defense. Puck kept in. Bounces loose in front of the net. Knocked behind the net by Burridge. Around the boards. Fleck trying to get it. Burridge does. Burridge wheels it out. Trying to outskate Sundstrom. Does. 2-on-1. Off for Casper, and he missed the net. Had a beautiful opportunity. 2-on-1. And he's bothered by a shoulder injury. A shot by Telvin, and Burke is able to trap it.
You know what it looked like, Dave? I don't think he can reach full limit.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I think you're right.
With the score of Boston 2, New Jersey 0. We'll return to the Garden in a moment.
Well, I like the way Bird pulls away from Sundstrom
Watch
there.
this hustle. A little punch in the mouth there didn't hurt. A little elbow in the face. He broke right away after that. Now, a great dump pass here. Go over to Stevie Casper. See, he just doesn't get the full wood on it, the full extension of his hands down below.
This angle will show it even more so.
Right here, he tries to short stroke it.
Beautiful play, though. Nice pass, and Steve's saying, son of a gun, that shoulder.
Linsman on the draw. Loisel gets it into the corner for Sorella. Sorella starts it out. In the center ice check. Linsman trying to move it back. Sorella stops it. Picked up by Velishek. Sullivan broken up by Wesley. Bruins check tightly. Sorella trying to move it out. Does to the Boston end. Loisel and Crowder going for it. Icing on the play. Little screening by Crowder helped out there. And the face-off to the Devil's end.
He paid the price on that, though. He took the glass on face first.
Took one for the club there.
He says, well, I'll shoot Loisel away.
Crowder. A lot of courage. course, I don't know too many guys that play this game that don't have a lot of courage.
He's helmet down over his eyes.
Yeah.
That's got to bother you a little bit.
That's why, yeah, helmets, not a big advocate of helmets.
Well, you weren't a big advocate of helmets because you're so vain. You like your hair flowing behind you. You like all the women saying, oh, there he is, the Turk.
I don't know how you could scare anybody with a helmet on your head.
Bob Probert does a decent job.
Not bad.
The draw, one for Wolanin by Johnson. Gets it back. Good pass off of Sundstrom over the line. The shot deflected high by Kruzak. And
Ron Finn, a little late on that whistle. That was a long time outside.
I'd say so. The play was offside. Called well after Sundstrom had it well over the line and fired one. Johnson has Sundstrom on the left, McLean on the right. 2-0 Boston. We're in the second period. Yanni wheels it away. Joyce trying to break away with it. Joyce over the line. The puck follows him. Screams it, and a save by Burke. Great rush by Joyce. He just kept going. And it's net off its moorings.
Terry O'Reilly wanted some kind of call.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
Well, I'll tell you, Bob Joyce is deceptively strong. You know, when he hits, he doesn't hit like Neely where the guy's bones kind of spread out along the boards. But he is so strong.
Strong on his feet. I can't understand why he breaks loose here, which is holding. Gets away from that because he just had the speed. Now there's one arm around him. He's gonna pull him down.
He didn't play the puck, that's for sure.
You know, I tell you, not a bad call because he does. That's holding.
There it is,
right
on the
there.
skate, though.
Yeah, that's the holding from that angle. From the other angle, looked like he got his shoulder into him and just got body position on him.
Really impressive, Bob Joyce.
O'Dwyer is out now with LeMay and Middleton, Bork and Kruzak. 3 minutes played, second period, 2-0 Boston. Boisel and O'Dwyer.
Boisel, Billy just told him what he was going to do with that move. Body position, forehanded to Bork.
Bork takes the draw. Wins it. Middleton, quick shot. Scores! Ray Bork to Rick Middleton. A wrist shot, and it's 3-0.
Well, there's the breaks in the game.
Here's a design play. Billy purposely gets tossed out. No, of course not.
Billy gets thrown out, and then Ray Bork says, Ricky, you go in this slot, I'm going to win it to you. And bang! Now that happens probably twice in a season. Right here, Ray Bork to Ricky Middleton, just wrist it. Molomé screening once again. Schonberg down, that was the key. Ricky got it up.
Was that Sundstrom that was a little slow getting out on Middleton?
Yeah, Ray Bork right here to Ricky Middleton.
Rick has plenty of time to
Gets
tee
it up, Schonberg down, that was the key.
3-0 Boston. Right off a face-off, won by Ray Bork. He has 2 assists. LeMay in the forecheck on the Devils. Puck goes a hand pass by Boston, batted by Telvin. With the score, Boston 3, New Jersey nothing. We'll return to the Garden in a moment. Telvin with it. He had the face-off. A clear-out, can't set up Neely. Goes to Shanahan. Shanahan drives it in. Back for it, Wesley. Wesley the clear up and out for Telvin. Telvin to Joyce. Joyce over the line. Shanahan on him. In deep. Check. Janney trying to get it at the backboards. Fought for to the right of Burke. Neely digs it free. Neely takes the hit. Bruins fight for it in deep. Neely hauled on. And Danico pounding on him. Neely back up. And now the linesmen separate them.
Cam Neely, a lot of discipline there. Stayed out of that. Now Koharski better not call anything on Neely because Cam Neely would love to have given it to him. Incomplete though.
Janney back to Kluzak. Power play Boston. They're 1 for 2 in power plays. Bork to Janney. Janney holding right wing side. New Jersey in the box. He fires. It's blocked. It's batted around and cleared out by Sorella. And an injured player, Velishek, caught that shot of Craig Janney.
That's smart.
Randy was hurt and missed the first game of this series. I thought it was a hand or an arm injury, maybe an elbow or a shoulder or something. I didn't think it was a leg.
He's going to get it right on the ankle, I think. See, his foot's turned sideways and the inside of the left foot.
Ooh.
That's no protection in there at all. Don't take the boot off. The swelling will blow up so fast you won't be able to get it back on.
I think Ken Danico lost his mind there for a second. I won't repeat what he said to Cam Neely, but he challenged Cam's manhood, and I'm sure Neely, if the game isn't on the line later, will be back just to remind Danico that he was a little bit foolish in doing that.
1:45 left on the Boston power play. Sorella gets the draw. Driver for Brown. Over the line, Loisel broken up. Back comes Janney. He has scored a goal. Drops it for Joyce. Joyce trying to bear in. Check. Wheels it around the boards. Bork has moved way up. Set up. Kluzak couldn't do it. Kluzak dies to keep it in, but Sorella now clears it out. Offside pass to Brown, but they let it go. His shot missed the net. Lemlin might have gotten a piece of it.
I thought Brown could shoot the puck.
And back comes Boston. Power play for the Bruins. They lead 3-0. Kluzak slides it in deep, going for Joyce. Sorella. Kluzak around the boards. Neely trying to get it. Does. Comes off the corner with it. Now trying to make the play. Bumped around. Back for Kluzak. In for Joyce. Corrects it on net, and Burke ties it up. 50 seconds left on the power play. Boston leads 3-0. First period goals. Janney a power play. Mo LeMay made it 2-0. And off the faceoff, Middleton 3-0.
This copyrighted program is brought to you under pay cable TV rights granted by the Boston Bruins solely for the entertainment of our viewing audience. Any publication, rebroadcast, retransmission, or the use of the accounts and descriptions of this game without the express written consent of the New England Sports Network and the Bruins is prohibited.
Faceoff is to the right of Burke. Terry O'Reilly sending out Linsman with Sweeney on the right and Casper on the left. Wesley and Telvin. Muller and Linsman. Muller gets it. Wolanin trying to clear it. Right point. Telvin blocks it. In deep. Casper. Sweeney can't handle it. Muller knocked down. Puck cleared away by the Devils. Back for it, Wesley. Long one to Sweeney. To Wesley. To Linsman on the go. And Sweeney trying to follow up, but Wolanin beats him to the puck. Gets it behind the net. Loses to Casper. Casper to Wesley. Wesley able to bounce it in. Bounces away to Casper. Up for Sweeney. Sweeney a bouncing puck, but they keep it in the zone. Sweeney whirls around. In deep for Linsman. Linsman near the net. In front. Too far across for Casper. Drive by Telvin. Blocked. Loose. Cleared. Not out. Wesley trying to keep it in. Does. Intercepted now. The Devils break it out. Velishek on the move. He's okay. Short-handed. Fires it in front. Blocked. Big play. Telvin. And they're at full strength. New Jersey. Linsman just drives it in the Devils zone as the Bruins change up, leading 3-0. 13:48 left in period number 2. Middleton trying to move in. Can't. McLean starts it back for Johnson. Broken up by the back checking of Middleton. And it's cleared away. McLean winding up with Driver. Driver up the middle. Pass off to the corner. Ray Bork there. Sweeps it up. Middleton knocked it out. Center ice. O'Dwyer trying to move with it. Can't. To follow up by Bork. Tops it back to Kluzak. Kluzak clears it away. Driver now. Check quickly. Bork breaks it up. And over the line, Sundstrom gets it. Moves it in. Drops a pass. Picked up by O'Dwyer. Good breakout here with Mo LeMay. LeMay coming hard. Trying to move in. Stopped by Driver, though. 7 minutes played. Second period. 3-0 Boston. This long clear all the way to Lemlin, so it's not icing. Back for Bork. Bork plays the boards. Nicely to Burridge. Burridge to Casper. Casper going deep. Burridge open. Can't get it to him. Wolanin intercepted. And the Devils trying to come back. Burridge right after. But they break it out. McLean coming. Drives it to the Boston corner. Telvin, Broughton. It's around to Plett. Plett checked by Broughton. Gets it free. Hasper hit by Verbeek. Covered by Telvin. Up for Burridge. Burridge gets it outside the line. Clears it away for Casper. Over the line with Burridge. Looking for Plett. Can't get it. Plett gets it in the corner. Has Burridge open. Can't get the shot on as he's hauled down on the play. A penalty on New Jersey. Bruins keep it going. Lemlin is out. Kluzak trying to set it up. Plett puts it in front. Knocked away, and now the call. Burridge was flattened. And, oh, another chop. And a chop on Kluzak. Burridge was flattened twice.
Danico
He was
again.
chopped. He was chopped pretty good the second time. Willie Plett come into his defense. Tripped over the leg. He never got to Danico.
He might be calling, he's calling a cross-check.
Got the cross check on Danico. Now, I mean, on Broughton. I think he's going to let the one to Danico go.
Yeah, considering Willie got 3 on one play the other night. I've been waiting to see a double minor along the way. Not going to happen.
Bruins stay composed.
With the score of Boston 3, New Jersey nothing. We'll return to the Garden in a moment.
Here's the penalty right here. Going to come out. Willie Plett's going to go in the corner, make the right turn, come right through O'Lannon's feet. Kaboom. And there goes the helmet in the back of Randy's head.
Watch Danico now.
Now he gets another cry. Oh, little dive there, Randy. Took a little extra. Took a little extra.
Power play Boston. They keep it in. Get it back to Ray Bork at the point. Wheeling. Back in to Janney. Janney into Joyce. Trying to get it to Neely in front. Couldn't. Gets it back to Bork. Right point. Bork to Janney. Back for Bork. Shot. High. Picked off by Burke.
John Burke got to see this one.
Barely. He had enough traffic out in front of him to keep him company for the rest of the summer.
Right here, Ray Bork's just going to unload it. There you go. Thank you. I'd like to say congratulations to Tommy Keogh and the Weymouth Elks. They're having a drug awareness week. Wish them all the luck on that endeavor. Right here, Neely's just kind of, no one really wants to take him too aggressively. Joey Sorrell a little tentative.
Except for Danico.
No, that's...
We'll just keep an eye on that.
Back to Bork again. Wheels along the line. Gives it to Kluzak. Moves way in. Fires! And it's wide and deflects all the way to the Boston end. 1:30 left. Boston power play. Bruins lead 3-0. Goals by Gianni power play, LeMay and Middleton. Kluzak in the center ice. It's offside to Neely. Had he let it go, Gianni would have picked it up and he was onside, but easy to see from up here.
Well, Terry O'Reilly told me, he says, I'm nervous before the start of this one. I feel good, but I'm nervous. And I'm sure he still feels nervous.
In the interview with Terry, he said, geez, Terry, you only get to that 7th game, a bounce, a bad call. So many things can happen to you. Also, I got to say hello to Lily Zizza. A belated Happy Mother's Day. I forgot to mention in 3-4 years that she took care of me in Revere. God bless her. See that? Very nice.
Great people.
boy.
Marvelous people.
Yep.
Well, statistically, New Jersey had 5 shots in the first 4 or 5 minutes. They've had 3 shots since. That's 9 and 15 is 24 minutes. They've had 3 shots.
Yeah, the first 5 minutes, Fred, they didn't look like a New Jersey club that we had seen much in this series. Now they've kind of reverted back to form.
Neely breaks it up on Belichick. Plays it back to Bork. 1:15 on the power play. Now to Wesley, who's on with him. Wesley. Bork. They work it away from Brown. Bork snaps it in wide. Going for it. Neely. Joyce. Joyce comes with it. Near the net. Behind the net. Now back to Bork. For Joyce. Into Janney. Near the net. Behind the net now. Holding. Craig Janney. Moving. Moving. Nobody challenging him. He drops it in front. Neely turns. Shot. A save. Back to Wesley. Now to Bork. Bork all the way across from Neely. Lets it go. Saved by Burke. He made 2 on Cam Neely.
Cam Neely's up to 59 shots in the playoffs. That's a lot of shots.
39 seconds left on the power play, and a good one for Boston.
Notice how the New Jersey defense just kind of stood around on Cam's first shot while Burks Burke stops
Right
it,
here,
says,
Craig
here,
Jennings
handle it.
had Neely, but it just hit a foot on the way out. Cam turns around 5-hole, just hits Burke's stick. See how he gives you the 5-hole and takes it away? Now he gets a big shot away, also takes it away. Cam Neely looking rebound there, really.
Boy, he does a good job of taking that 5-hole away, Derek.
Yes, he does.
Very quick with those pads and stick.
He doesn't drop his knees down. He drops them out at you. Gets a stick there. Make sure that stick is there for anything on the ice. That's usually where you get beat, is very low on the ice rather than up around your knees.
On the power play, Linsman, Sweeney, and Casper with Wesley and Telvin. 10:44 left, second period, 3-0 Boston. The draw to Wesley. Wesley at the line, in for Casper. Casper with the bum shoulder to Linsman, back to Casper. Now to Wesley. And Casper again, quickly to Sweeney, cuts near the net, behind the net. Drops it off for Telvin. Sweeney in deep for Linsman. Linsman is buried by Danico, but Sweeney wheels around, fires it back in. Burke hustles it around, going for Telvin. Muller kept in. Casper with it. Casper holding. Now to Linsman. Penalty almost up. Casper trying to put it in front. Can't. The penalty is up. Sweeney drops it for Wesley. Wesley trying to drop it in a screen. It rolls in front. Knocked away. New Jersey at full strength. Good power play, Boston, but they couldn't beat Burke. And Muller breaks it out. Muller rushing alone. Taken wide by Telvin. And a little jam between Broughton and Linsman, and let's see what happens here.
Gus Broughton for roughing Kenny. Great discipline. He took a forearm in the face and didn't do anything. Broughton then punched him in the face, and Kenny still said, you go. I'm not going with you.
With the score, Boston 3, New Jersey 0. We'll be back at the Garden in a moment.
Dave, what makes me proud about the way the Bruins are doing this, they're taking those cheap punches that a lot of kids out there say, well, I gotta take care of myself. I'm not taking anything from you. This is a team game. Takes the elbow in the face there. Play continues. You know, you have to take it. I mean, the element of courage is measured on how much you can take in this game without being a jerk and retaliating and put your team at a man disadvantage.
Power play for Boston. Their last one a good one, and this follows almost immediately. Bork up to Neely, and he's offside.
Boy, this is 3 straight, isn't it, Fred? 3 straight power plays for Boston?
That's right.
Not much 5-on-5 time in between. I mean, you can't crawl back out of a 3-0 hole doing that.
No.
Now, the key to this game, Boston 16 shots, New Jersey with 8, and 5 of them came in the first 4 or 5 minutes.
In fact, it was 6-2 when the Bruins had their 1-0 lead. So in that time, Boston's outshot New Jersey 14-2.
I like that.
Puck kept in by Sorella, knocked away, brought back over, and offside. Hustling work by Janney forced the Sorella play to be offside. But the Bruins have the power play. The goals, Janney from Kluzak and Bork. At 8:59, a power play in the first period. LeMay from Telvin and Wesley to make it 2-0. And Middleton from Bork on a face-off in the second period. Bork with it. Loisel in pursuit. Now it's Kluzak. Janney handled it nicely. Checked at the line, though. Starts it back with Ray Bork. Bork over to Kluzak. Wrapped in. Going for it, Janney, Belichick, Joyce, and it's back for Bork. Bork quickly to Kluzak. Walking well in, the shot was saved by Burke. Low drive. Along the boards, Kluzak trying to contain it, can't. Back for it, Neely. Neely swings away from Brown, right back over the line. Drops it for Janney. Janney in. Shot, block, loose. It's in front. New Jersey trying to move it away, and they do. Finally, Sullivan getting it.
What a play that was by Craig Janney and Cam Neely.
48 seconds on the Boston power play. Crowder for Linsman. Linsman for Sweeney. Sweeney has trouble handling it. Gets it now. In for Linsman. Back. Sweeney behind the net. Off for Bork. Bork. Back for Kluzak. Kuzak for Bork, fires. Blocked, loose, cleared away by Danico. Fired outside the line. Ray Bork with it, 20 seconds on the power play. The Bruins have had good movement and opportunities. The Devils now are able to clear it. All the way down, Ray Bork. Penalty almost up, and Ray wants the Bruins to get organized here. It's off to Wesley. Wesley away for Casper. Casper onside, pokes it over the line, is hit, but gets it. Looking for Burridge, back at the point, kept in by Wesley. The clear in deep, Flett in the corner, fighting for it. Burridge also to the right of Burke. New Jersey at full strength, face off to the right of Burke. And with the score, Boston 3, New Jersey nothing. We'll be back in a minute.
Well, the Devils are going to need this guy to come up with another miracle out of his bag. Had the winning goal in the overtime game against Chicago to get them in the playoffs, and the winning goal in the 7th game against Washington. He needs 4 of them right now, the way the scoreboard
Right
says.
here, Craig Jenney tucks it around the feet. Really, Bob Joyce never got the, he thought it was a shot, never moved his stick to redirect it. Right here, whoop, roll there, see you later, how'd he do? Just doesn't hit his stick to go between the legs. Great little play.
O'Dwyer on the draw. It's back for Curvers. Kept in by O'Dwyer. Wrapped in deep, Middleton with him. And LeMay, the other forward. Bruins check it in deep. Curvers winding up. Long pass up center ice, covered by Telvin. Fires it right back.
John Burke fielded
Burke
it.
handled it, and it would have been icing otherwise. 7 minutes left in the second period. It is 3-0 Boston. Shanahan gets it away to McLean. McLean over the line, the shot over the net. Bruins trying to clear it out. Can't. Telvin now finally clears it out. O'Dwyer trying to break. O'Dwyer sweeps it across for LeMay. Hits it on the go and misses the net. Good play by O'Dwyer. Bruins forecheck. Middleton trying to contain it, and they do with Kuzak. Kuzak up the boards, gets away from Curvers, drops it in behind the net. LeMay fighting for it, hauled down, and Curvers starts it out. Now for McLean. McLean for Johnson. His shot deflected wide, and Ray Burke. Bork with it.
Ray Burke.
Sorry.
That'd be a heck of a player.
A steal. Jenney over the line, moving in. Tripped. And they let it go. Jenney gets it behind the net, trying to sneak it in front. Can't. Here's one. A shot on Joyce and a save by Burke. As Joyce cut in front. Great move by Janney in the steal, but Muller broken up now. Flipped back in. 6 minutes left in period number 2. 3-0 Boston. Maley is hit, checked by Bork. And the face-off called, and the fans are buzzing about that Janney move.
I'd like to see the replay on this one.
Well, they gave Don Koharski, that is, a standing ovation when he came out. They're not giving him an ovation any longer.
Well, here comes the steal right here. Whoop, and he jumps in the hole. He's got good body position, no one near him at this point. Now he was going for the puck.
Yeah, and he got it,
Similar to
too.
Glenn Wesley, yeah, good call.
He got it. Of course, the crowd doesn't see the replay. Got the puck. Good play. Good play. And a good non-call.
Tries to stuff it in the short side right here, coming out of the net. A little kick up by Bob Joyce. Getting hooked from behind with the stick behind his arm, underneath his arm. That's hooking.
21 shots, Boston, 8 for New Jersey. 5:55 left, second period. 3-0 Boston, and goals by Janney, LeMay, and Middleton. Linsman on the draw with Broughton. Broughton check. Crowder wraps it in. Crowder on the right wing, Sweeney on the left. Linsman moves deep. Devils trying to come out. Sweeney checked the play. Keeps it in with Crowder. It's checked and broken up. But marvelous forechecking by Boston. Again, the Bruins work it out to center ice. Danico trying to move with it. Puck checked by Crowder on the boards. Fought for with Muller. Tied up for a face-off at center ice. 5:24 left. The Devils, in the first period, had 8 shots on net. We have 5:24 left in the second period, and they don't have a shot on net.
Kenny Linsman.
Not going to win too many hockey games with that.
Well, you talk about one of the clutch postseason performers. His numbers bear that out.
Oh, yeah. He's just been so consistent over the years. Aside from one bad playoff he had, the rest have been just sensational. What a money player he is.
Well, I bet he'd really get a kick out of going back to Edmonton to play for the Cup, huh?
Would he ever?
Mary against Casper. 5:22 left, second period. Curvers, the pass up. Bork breaks it up on Sullivan, and it deflects into the penalty box. And what a game Ray Bork is playing. Absolutely everywhere.
They needed it, too. Ray Bork come out leading this club.
Ray Bork has 2 assists, and the classy one was taking the face-off when O'Dwyer was kicked out, repositioning Rick Middleton, drawing the puck right to Middleton, and he beat Burke. Middleton did.
I don't know why it took Sundstrom so long, though, Derek, Fred, to get out on Middleton. Nifty had time not only to receive the draw, but to cradle it and get it the way he wanted and get it off.
Well, once he reached out, calmed it down, he just snapped the wrist shot.
I mean, if you were Sundstrom, wouldn't you be anticipating Raymond drawing it back to Middleton?
Yes, that's what he should have been doing, but he never figured Raymond would do it. Ray won it on a second effort, which is very difficult.
Bailey over the line. Off for Shanahan. He missed the pass. Might well have been in for a good-looking shot. And Peterson gets it away to Burridge. Can't hang on. Fights for it over the line with Curvis. Gets it to Casper. Casper in deep. In the corner. Plays it behind the net. A careful play so the Bruins can check now. Manley gets it out to Sullivan. Sullivan flips it in wide of Lemon. Back for Peterson. Around the boards. Bork can't get it. Clutch there. Golfs it away. Driver winding up. 3-0 Boston. Driver, that could be icing. They waved it off. Lemlin playing it anyway. Bork back to get it. Takes the hit. And the puck is lost. And a quick shot. And a score by McLean. McLean fires with 4:32 left. The first shot by New Jersey in the second period. And it is 3-1.
Tough break, that one. Is a redirected pass. Al Peterson never got a stick on it with any control. Lost it. Was drifting the wrong way. Body motion is going to take him away from the puck. Bork gets it up to him in traffic. Now he went to hand it back. Solomon just snapped to watch it hit the post.
Oh, that's their first shot on goal this period. This is why the New Jersey Devils have come this far. They are opportunistic. They get a chance, they take advantage of it, and they stay right in the hockey game. They make you work for 60 minutes. You better be ready to go 60.
Bruins have widely outplayed them, but it is 3-1 now, and the Devils perking up. They roll it in on Lemlin. Lemlin clears it away. The Devils come to life after being throttled by Boston since the opening moments of the game. Wesley reached up and batted this one down on a face-off call. 4:08 left in the second period. Boston 21 shots, New Jersey 9. New Jersey has mustered 4 shots in 15 minutes. In about 30 minutes, just 4 shots. And that last one, a goal by McLean.
Well, this is like game 6 for New Jersey, at least offensively. Not many shots on Reggie. They got this one off and made it count. First shot of the period, it's in.
Oh, this is Reggie's drifting away also at the same time. Peterson right there. Reggie's moving to catch the pass. That's a New Jersey Devil to his right. He just snapped it off quick, caught the post, went in off the other one.
And the draw, Wolanin the shot, the save, Lemlin. Verbeek keeps it in. The Muller behind the net. His pass stopped by Joyce. Neely breaks it out. Kluzak moving. Up, clear it in. Burke there. Wheels it around the boards, and Muller has it. Muller out for Verbeek. Verbeek a shot over the net. New Jersey coming to life a bit. Left point, they keep it in. Driver broken up. And Joyce starts back. Left wing over the line. Takes the hit from Wolanin and is buried. Oh, he took a wicked hit. And Danico gets it for Broughton. This could be, no, they wave off icy. Muller in pursuit of Ray Bork. And Lemlin taps it around for Kluzak. And this is icing as Kluzak moved it out. 3:18 left in the second period. Boston leads 3-1.
Crowd getting a little bit antsy right now. They figured this one was in the bag at 3-0, and the guys constantly going on the power play, and all of a sudden, 3-1. New Jersey showing a little life. Bruins icing the puck, and the locals are just a little bit.
Not enough life yet. You know, you got to. One shot isn't much life.
Well, one more goal, and I'd say the blood would be flowing pretty well, wouldn't you?
That'll pick it up. Bruins got to go get that fourth goal.
Lynn's been out against Sundstrom to the left of Lemlin. 3:18 left, second period. 21 shots Boston, 10 New Jersey. Bruins can't clear it out. Seem to have the face-off. Wesley wraps it up and out. Not icing, and Crowder down to forecheck on Driver. Driver. Bothered. McLean. Going to clear it. Stopped by Wesley. His shot blocked by Johnson. Away to Johnson. Johnson breaking. Gets Wesley. Gets it to McLean. The shot. The save. Lemlin. And boy, he put that one the same spot he scored on. And tries to drop it to the point, and it goes to the Devils' end. Good stop by Lemlin there on McLean. Curvers for Sundstrom. The Bruins back in their heels. And finally, Bork breaks up Sundstrom. Platt wraps it around the boards. Verbeek able to keep it in. Bork shove it. Here's a shove to Sundstrom.
Platt took out Johnson.
Interference. Power play, New Jersey. 2:28 left. Period number 2.
If I was a coach, I'd go absolutely berserk at a call like that. There's no need for that call.
You mean Koharski or Platt?
No, there's he's Christian in front of me, so far away from the play. He's not going to do nothing. He's let it go a half a dozen times all night. Now the Bruins got to kill this off.
This is off to McLean.
Right there's the shot. Reggie just got the glove on it.
Curvers. A shot deflected wide off the faceoff. And Burridge able to knock it away. 1:50 left on the Devils' power play. Boston leads 3-1. 2:15 left in the second period. Curvers starts back. He has been good putting it on net. Play broken up at the Boston line, forcing the offside, and it's Ray Bork, of course, who did it. Using his weight and blocking Verbeek.
Good body check on Verbeek, slowed him up.
Face off outside the Boston line. O'Dwyer out as a penalty killer with Rick Middleton. Ray Bork over for a breather. Ray Bork has played about 125 hockey games this season.
Oh, he played most of them. Like as a defenseman, he gets a lot more ice time than any other forward or defenseman does. Really, he's out there all the time.
Well, he's in the Canada Cup Series.
Yep.
Started maybe practicing in July. Driver with it. Driver over the line. Check by Middleton. Trying to move it out. Battles. Driver ties up the play. Beautiful defensive work by Middleton with, I don't want to say a minimum of effort, but just good position and thinking.
No, he doesn't panic. He's very calm, very cool. He doesn't overreact to pucks being loose or near him. That's just a veteran in him, you know, and then he waits for the right moment to strike. Gets the puck out, ties it up, whatever. Plays the puck probably better than anyone played the puck in 10 games, 10 years defensively.
Shanahan's made a switch. He's put Broughton at center. He's been taking the faceoffs, not Muller. Bruins clear it. It's back down to Muller, who's been off on the wing. Looked offside. Middleton breaking it up, but no. Driver kept it in. Curvers for a beat. Or Curvers. Shot blocked by Ray Bork and cleared away. Minute left on the New Jersey power play. 3-1, Boston. Bork breaking up the play again at the Boston line. Broughton with it. Middleton hauled down. Broughton gets it back for Driver. Driver Now for Curtis. The shot deflected wide. Deflects to a Devil. Broughton, driver. Screen shot wide. Rebound. Kluzak able to snap it out. Burke out to handle it. Clears it up for Driver. Driver to McLean. Checked. Broken up by Burridge and cleared away. Minute left in the period. 25 seconds on the New Jersey power play. Wolanin winding up. Big, rangy defenseman. Breaks to center ice. Gives it to Sundstrom. He's broken up. And the Bruins break it back. Burridge coming with Casper. Burridge over the line. Cuts in the middle. Into Casper. Can't get the shot away. He was open in front. Beautiful play by Burridge again. Penalty almost up. Wesley breaks it up, and that'll do it. 25 seconds left on the in the period. Bruins kill off that power play. No shots on. McLean back. Broken up. Crowder right back. 15 seconds left. Lindsman back for Crowder. Crowder check, goes to the corner, avoids a hit, has it, puts it in front. Lindsman trying to make the play. Block. Loose puck. Sundstrom clears it out. And that'll do it. As Ray Bourque fired it back in, and the period ended. Each team scoring a goal. And the Bruins still have the 2-goal lead that they established in the first period. McLean putting New Jersey on the board, then New Jersey getting a power play, but no shots on.
Excellent job of the Bruins penalty killing. And the whole team defensively.
With the score of Boston 3, New Jersey 1, we'll return for intermission highlights in just a minute. But certainly in that period, New Jersey totally outclassed, yet the Bruins got 1 goal and New Jersey won.
And that's just, you know, the bounce of the puck. The Bruins definitely had 5 or 6 better opportunities, high-quality opportunities. Sean Burke came out big, missed a net a couple of times, a couple of redirected pucks, and nothing happened. But the third period, Al, it's all forgotten now. What you do is you come on 20 minutes of hockey. Nose to the grindstone, everybody take their man, finish the checks, and really carry it to the New Jersey Devils. Don't be worried about a goal or whatever. Score is nothing, and go play 20 minutes of hockey.
Well, the thing that brought New Jersey to life was the goal by McLean. Good low, hard shot into the corner. Good save later by Lemlin. But on the whole, not that busy. The dominating person in this hockey game is Raymond Bourque.
Ray Bourque is just playing exceptional. He's broken up the Devils on maybe 15, 17 rushes that I can think of that were clear-cut, either 3-on-3 or 2-on-2. Ray Bourque has been the one to take the puck away from him, just not letting them get over the blue line.
The Bruins did not dress Reed Larson. They have used Alan Peterson sparingly. Peterson, unfortunately, was out there when New Jersey scored the goal, so maybe he won't see action again. But going with 4 isn't all that heavy a burden on the 4.
No, the 4 of them can do the job. Al Peterson has done the job as well all year. Unfortunately, he gave the puck away in a tough spot. It was really a harmless shot, just that Reggie didn't see it. Went in off the post, just a tough break, but it kind of tightened up the team a little bit. I think the Bruins just, like I said, Fred, go for that 20 minutes attitude and take it to them.
Well, that's right. It tightened up the Boston Bruins. It loosened up New Jersey, and certainly they know, hey, they're 1 period away from elimination. What have they got to lose? Everybody up the ice, and if we give away a few opportunities, so what?
That's why the Bruins' 4th goal, get that 4th goal is so important to them. The next goal that's in this hockey game, it could be a big swing goal.
Boston leads 3-1. Here's Tom.
All right, Fred, Derek, look at the scoring summary on that second period, and then we'll get you back to the final scheduled period of hockey in this series and in the season for one of these 2 teams when we return tonight on your New England Sports Network. On the goals by Janney and LeMay at 8:51 and 11:59. First period shots on goal 9-8 Bruins. In the second period, 2 minutes and 57 seconds in, Rick Middleton scored off a face-off. Ray Bourque getting the assist for the Bruins. That was at 2:57, and they had themselves a 3-0 lead. New Jersey didn't even have a shot on goal until 15 minutes and 28 seconds were gone. And on that first shot, John McLean scored for the Devils, his 7th of the playoffs. Sullivan with the assist, their first goal of the night. Our score stands at 3-1. So 20 minutes now, or more, maybe, I guess, this time at least, we know that one of these teams is going to have some scrapbook stuff for the grandchildren. We're about set for third period action once again. Fred Cusick, Dave Shea, and Derek Sanderson.
Well, Dave, this hockey game, the way it's going, the Bruins pretty well had everything in hand, and what happened, one thing led to another, and New Jersey snuck a shot away that went in off the post, ricocheted to the far side, kind of tightened them up a little bit. How do you feel they're going to come out the third period? What's your...
Bruins?
Yeah.
I have a feeling that all that has to be said is 20 more minutes and a full 20, and that's the way they're going to come out. There's no doubt about it. They're going to come out and just take it right to New Jersey because they need more goals, Derek. Nothing's safe. Nothing is safe with this New Jersey club.
You know, I admit other times I've played clubs like this or any club, really. At this point, I'd rather see him play in the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah.
The New Jersey Devils just have that sneaky ability to get one here or kick one in there.
Hey, Cinderella's slipper has fit the entire playoff so far for them.
Yeah, the Cinderella
They don't know
slipper.
any different.
No, they don't.
I mean, they've got plenty of confidence, and well, they should. They knock off the Islanders. They take 3 out of 4 in Washington and win a 7th game there. This was never supposed to go this far, and here they are.
No, everyone expected a very tough series out of the Montreal Canadiens. The Bruins calmed them right down, held them at bay, took it to them, and beat them soundly 4 straight after losing the first game. And really, Buffalo is a very physical series, but that series was never in doubt. Although the Sabres won a couple, you know, you say to yourself, that's hard work, and the Sabres deserved the 2 that they won, but this New Jersey team has been vastly outplayed for 6 games, 3 games the Bruins, and 3 games Sean Burke.
Well, they've got a lot of heart on that New Jersey club, and hats off to Lou Lamoriello, Jim Schoenfeld.
Jim Schoenfeld's done a masterful job with him since he's taken over the club.
You know, and I said to Lou Lamoriello before the game, Derek, I said, well, look, you know, you had number 1 to your roster there for the last 11, 12 games. That makes a big difference. He said, but Dave, he's only 1 guy out of 20. You know, he makes the others around him better, but he's still only 1 guy out of 20. You can't discount the rest of the hockey club.
Yeah.
So I said, all right, you know, I'll buy that to a point, but still, he's won the games for you.
To a point. Yeah, Lou, you got to give credit where credit's due. I know you want it to be a team effort. The Devils, Sean Burke has held them in before, and they've come back. Boston Bruins must play the type of hockey that they're more than capable of.
There's a sign down below us that says, we're with Mr. April, and then they've crossed that out and changed it to Mr. May, Reggie Lemelin, and the cup-bound Bruins.
Boston Bruins, now, for all their skating and hustling, have only got 21 shots. That's not a lot of shots in a very fast game.
Well, I think we had 21, didn't we, with about 8 or 9 minutes left to go in that period? I mean, it was just a role reversal. They carried the play, and we did nothing offensively the last part of the period.
They looked to make some nice passes, and it didn't connect. We held it in for long periods of time, but they checked off the loose man, got him the puck, and then the loose man looked for another loose man instead of going to the net. I'd like to see the Bruins drive to the net this period with 1 or 2 bodies.
I would love to see the Bruins
get the 4th goal.
Yeah, exactly. Be very physical in the New Jersey end because the defensemen are a little gun-shy back there. Make them cough that puck up, get that 4th one by Burke, and then just concentrate on playing tight-checking hockey around the rink. Terry O'Reilly still has that same concerned look, and well, he should. That tells the story. By no means is that a safe 2-goal lead.
No.
At no point in this series.
2 goals is never really safe. 3,
No,
you can start to, you know, go out and get the popcorn and, you know, get the pizza, but 2 isn't safe.
For New Jersey, Mark Johnson at center. Ken Linsman for Boston. He has Crowder on the right, Sweeney on the left with Kruzak and Bork. Sundstrom, McLean, the wingers. Sorella and Velishek. Popped in the Devils zone. Velishek there. Trying to clear it out. Bruins cover it. Crowder, pass up. Now long pass over Ray Bork. Reaches, clears it in. And back for it, Sorella. Bruins forechecking. And they break it up. Sweeney gets it to Crowder. Crowder puts it on net. Grabbed by Burke. Hangs on with Linsman there. Gets a break. Started to move out with it.
Now, Sean Burks took exception to that. Kenny Linsman gave him a little slap in the glove. The whistle hasn't gone. There's no whistle, kid. Calm down.
And plus, he's looking for a place to lay it down.
And he's out of the crease. He's fair game. Goaltender's a little temperamental about what they can do and what they can't do.
Ah, the supreme disturber.
I remember that one night I did that. Just tucked it, and the guy never had a real hold on it. Dropped right at his feet, slid it in. It happens. If he didn't have a good grip on it, drops to his feet, no whistle, it's all over.
Well, Sean also knows that next goal
The face-offs.
is the hockey game.
Yeah, the face-offs tonight. New Jersey 27, Bruins 26. I can't remember Boston losing that many.
Janney on the draw with Kirk Muller to the left of Burt now. 3-1 Boston. What for? Bruins keep it in. Joyce, quick shot, save Burke. Drops it off. And the Devils start it back. Winding up is Broughton in the center ice. The clear in wide. Going for it, Muller. Shot kicked away by Lemlin. Behind the net. Kuzak battling for it. Goes loose and picked off by Verbeek. Fed back in. Now Neely back to help out. Bruins trying to clear it out. Allen keeps it in. New Jersey a shot, and it's wide. Danico able to keep it in at the point. The Bruins penned in now. Verbeek tries it in deep. Kuzak trying to clear it right out. Can't, but it bounces for Bork. Bork breaks. Bork get the Joyce over the line for Neely. Neely shot. Save Burke. It was Joyce breaking 2-on-1. The Bruins had the glorious chance. And the save by Burke on Cam Neely. Back comes Casper. A backhand. He misses the net. Wesley the long rebound. Trying to keep it in. It's knocked away. Joyce set up Neely. A 2-on-1. Great chance. Joyce back. Flipping it in. Burke drops it off for Driver. 3-1 Boston. Bruins keep it in. A turnaround shot. And it's missed the net. Middleton. Casper trying to drop it back to the point. Checked. Fights. Keeps it in. Going for it. In the corner. Burridge. Middleton is at right wing on this line. Sullivan trying to move it out. Checked by Teldon. Chops it in deep. Driver back. Chased. Oh, took a stick there. Play continues. Burridge trying to move it in front. Burke gets it. Driver back in action. A steal by Middleton. Middleton puts it in front. The Bruins can't get the shot away. And Neely breaks it out. To Shanahan. Flipped back into the Boston end. The Bruins had a lot of chances. Can't move it out now. Johnson kept it in. Broken up by Casper in the clear. Belichick for New Jersey. Good pass away to McLean. McLean over the line. Stops, cuts, shoots, blocked. Kept in. McLean gets it. On the boards, Crowder, Casper, fought for it. McLean with it, misfires. And away comes Teldon, broke him up. Gives it to Crowder. Crowder on Belichick. Clears it in the corner. The Bruins change up. Burke trying to clear it out. Crowder battling to keep it in on the right wing boards. Linsman, Sweeney, shot missed. Good setup, right wing side. Drive by Kuzak, missed on the far side. And the long rebound to center ice. 3-1 Boston, third period. Bork. Sweeney. Sweeney taps it in. Burke out. Clearing it around the boards. Sundstrom with it to Sorella, and it's back in the Boston end. Going for it, McLean kicks it ahead behind the net. And Ray Bork there. Drive up, not out. Danico. A hit on Danico by Neely, but the puck in front. Score by Muller, set up by Broughton. It's 3-2. The Bruins preoccupied with hitting, and New Jersey right back in it.
Now I can see Cam muttering to himself, but Reggie Lemelin showed some disgust and emotion in the crease. We're going to get down to the final tick of the clock, I'm afraid, for this one.
The way you got to look at it.
See Kirk Muller.
They had 3 or 4 great opportunities. Neely a little upset about when that 2-on-1 with Joyce. This is a bouncing puck. Broughton's the extra man. Nobody picked him up. Right here to Muller. Got almost the whole net covered, but it's 2 in off the post. 2 just perfect passes.
And suddenly it is 3-2. Third period, 4 minutes played. New Jersey, 13 shots. And they have 2 scorers, and they close the gap. Broughton breaks it back. Danico missed it. Joyce winding up, forced to just clear it away. At center ice, Verbeek checked on the play. Joyce with it now, over the line. Joyce checked, Janney into the corner. Pokes it in deep. Muller there, checked by Neely. Verbeek chops it out. In the center ice, Muller picks it up. Stopped at the line. To Verbeek, he's broken up. Winding up is LeMay. LeMay trying to get away from Neely. Over the line. Checked by Driver and broken up. Neely comes back. Checked by O'Dwyer. It's up to Loisel and fed in the Boston end. Muller closed the gap. It is Boston 3, New Jersey 2. Loisel to Brown to Driver. The shot, the save. Lemlin, a big stop on Driver, set up by Brown with 5 minutes played, third period. And with the score of Boston 3, New Jersey 2, we'll return to the Garden in a moment.
Down, it's indicative.
All right, here's the goal again, Derek. Reggie doesn't normally go down this fast. He went down as if he thought it was going to be a bang-bang play. The guy was right on his crease.
Down too quick. Once you're committed like that, Muller seemed to have taken his time and just put it where he wanted to put it.
Look at Driver cruising in. Doug Brown told the truth when he said, how about 4 up and 1 back? That's what they're doing. They're not sending all 5 up, but they're sending 4 people on the attack.
Bruins trying to break it out. Casper a lead. And backfoot curvers. Checked by Burridge. Winding up now is Driver. 2 players spilled. No penalties called by Koharski on any of them. And away comes Casper. Over the line now. Going deep on Curvers. Checked on the boards. Pinned at a face-off call to the right of Burke.
Ricky Middleton was breaking in the right side here. He would have been cold. Casper saw him, waited for him. They just hauled him down flat and let it go.
That was the 4th trip
on
that shift. Yeah, two Devils went down and 2 Bruins went down. And no one went out. NESN's coverage of the Red Sox continues this week as we bring you all 3 games against the amazing Oakland Athletics Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday nights from Fenway Park. It'll be your chance to see Ace Sluggers Mark McGuire, Jose Canseco, and Dave Parker. Former Red Sox heroes Don Baylor and Dave Henderson are also going to be on hand. That's the Red Sox and Athletics Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday nights at 7:30 right here on NESN. We deliver.
Face-off now to the right of Burke. The Boston line is Lensman, Sweeney, and Crowder.
I think you're going to find Jim Schoenfeld be doubling back for Big Muller and Broughton.
The fans cheering here with the score 3-2. Janney, LeMay, Middleton for Boston. At one point, the Bruins with a 3-0 lead. Then McLean at 15:28. And here in the third period, Muller from Bratton. And the draw to the Devils. Driver winding up. Velishek winding up. Pass up blocked by Ray Bourque. Can't set a play. McLean pops it in. Back for it, Bourque. Bourque up the boards, not out. Fed back in. Bruins fight for it. Sweeney, McLean, Kuzak. New Jersey keeps it in. Into the corner. Johnson checked. Sorella wraps it back up the boards. McLean wheels for a shot deflected wide. Missed the net. Kept in by Velishek. Screen shot. Big save. Rebound. Missed by McLean. Lost his helmet. Loose puck. Kuzak. Bourque trips a man. Jersey comes back in a big save by Lemlin. Top of the crease as the Devils are on fire, trailing by 1.
Patrick Sundstrom tried to draw a tripping penalty, and Don Koharski, I can see him tell him, get up.
You're all right.
Get up. That's no penalty. And Sundstrom immediately after the whistle went over to Koharski and said, hey, what are you talking about? That was a trip.
That was a sequence of 3 great saves by Lemlin. That sneaks through the tip, the left leg kick right here, forces Verbeek to go, McLean to go off to the side, try to get too fine with his shot.
Mark Johnson.
Another one here by Johnson. A stand-up save by Reggie. That's the type of goaltending you're going to have.
The Devils have come alive after 30 minutes of doing nothing. And they are drilling away. Now Joyce with it. Can't set up Janney. Fired back in by Danico. Back for it, Wesley. Can't set up Neely. Goes all the way down near Burke. Now Willemin, who's on with Danico. Gets it away center ice. Great play by Broughton. To get it. Get back up. Work it over the line. Move to the corner. Checked by Ray Bork. Neely trying to clear it out. Willemin has moved in. New Jersey, nothing to lose here. Willemin gets it in deep. Blocked. Knocked away by Janney. Not out. Now Joyce with it. Joyce in the center ice. Neely is offside. And they let the play ride. New Jersey touched it first. And the Devils break it out. Center ice. Willemin fires in the Boston end. Kruzak back for Joyce. The lines change. Boston leads 3-2. Pass center ice stopped by Kruzak. Flipped right back in. A bouncer on Burke. Hangs on. Drops it off to his defense. Up in the center ice. Sullivan is checked. Middleton pops it over the line, but Shanahan tips it away, and Maley starts back. Maley fires in. Deflects near Lemlin. Lemlin fires it around the boards. Maley going for it. Burridge going for it. Maley has it. Broken up. Kept in by New Jersey. Pinned on the boards, and a face-off call. 12-11 left in the third period. Boston leads 3-2. With the score, Boston 3, New Jersey 2. We'll return to the Garden in a minute. Up in the Boston end, O'Dwyer and Johnson. Johnson has McLean and Sundstrom on the wings with Driver and Kerbers. The Boston goals, a power play by Janney, Mo LeMay, Rick Middleton, then McLean, then Muller. A false start by LeMay. O'Dwyer has Sweeney on the right, LeMay on the left with Telvin and Wesley. O'Dwyer gets the draw. He's been winning most. He's been out there. Wesley gets it away to O'Dwyer. Clear up, stopped by Kerbers. Broken up by O'Dwyer. O'Dwyer back over the line. Fires it in wide. Burke wraps it around for Sundstrom. He's checked by Telvin. Puck floats back to Wesley. Wesley trying to clear it out. Has trouble. Didn't do it. A shot back in on Lemlin. He has to cover up with Sundstrom there.
That's just too casual. Glenn Wesley's got to make sure of those. The puck was rolling. He hoped it would get out. The Bruins got to force it out.
Hey, just because summer is around the corner doesn't mean you have to go without exciting Boston Bruins hockey. Be sure to join NESN on the first day of summer, June 21st, for the season premiere of the NESN Summer Cooler. What a way to start a summer's worth of hockey. We'll take you back to last December 3rd for all the excitement of Phil Esposito night and that thrilling game between the Bruins and the New York Rangers. So join NESN all summer long for the Summer Cooler. Great Bruins action from a great hockey season.
Broughton has moved to center on this line. Muller moved to left wing, or at least Broughton has been taking the faceoffs against Janney, and it's back. Sorella keeps it in. Muller hit by Bork. They battle. And Janney trying to pin the play on Muller. Muller in the corner. Hauled down. Bork trying to clear it out. Stopped. Fought for it. Janney gets it away. Clears it out. Welishek back. Now to Muller. Now New Jersey attacking. Muller fires in. Ricochets around. Sorella drills it back and misses. It's all the way to the New Jersey end. 9 minutes played, third period. Boston leads 3-2. Neely fell down in the corner. The Devils' pass missed by everybody, and Ray Bork takes it. And it's up to Sweeney. Sweeney trying to break. Check. Wrapped in now by Neely. Winding up is Danico. Bruins check. The Devils work it out. Loisel. Clearing in. Back first is Telvin. Cuts away. Gets it up, and Sweeney clears it out. And that's what Boston's been doing. New Jersey carrying the play. Loisel starts it now with Danico. Pops it in wide. First back to Sweeney. And he's checked. The puck goes into the stands. The face-off to the left of Lemlin. With the score, Boston 3, New Jersey 2. We'll return to the Garden in just a moment.
By the style of play, I would have to say New Jersey is playing to win right now, while the Bruins seem to be skating to make sure they don't lose. And there's a big difference. You play cautiously when you're trying not to lose. You let it all hang out when you're trying to win.
The draw to Kluzak. Behind the net. Up the boards, not out. Johnson in front, Sundstrom, broken up. Burridge with it. Burridge gets it out to center ice. Checked, though, by Johnson. New Jersey playing very well. Middleton trying to make a play. Devils roll it back, taken by Kluzak. Now to Ray Bourque. Bourque rolls it in. Touched by Burke. Deflects to Casper. The shot misses the net. Johnson starts it away. Now to Sundstrom. Sundstrom ridden off by Bourque. Checks Kluzak. Back together, Ray Bourque. Lemlin is hauled down on that play. Bruins able to clear it out. Can't get it, though. Verbeek right back. Shot. Save Lemlin. Oh, he blistered that low and hard from the blue line. Bourque, a good play to Kluzak, and the Bruins clear it out, but the Devils have them back on their heels as they make a line change. The Devils carrying the play for the most part, trailing Boston 3-2. Muller hit by Crowder, broken up. Fights for the puck and able to sweep it in. Kelvin there. Around the dasher and not out. Kept in. Shot goes wide by Sorella. One of those dangerous shots. In the center ice, Sweeney trying to break with it now. Sweeney over the line. Gets it off for Linsman. He can't get the shot. Belichick covered it. Crowder steals. Moves in. In front, they can't get the shot on. Good play by Crowder. Puck kept in by Boston. On the board, Sweeney fighting for it. Verbeek now. Janney trying to move with it. Can't cut in. Wesley drives it in. 8:28 left, third period. Boston leads 3-2. Bruins keep it in. Janney. Neely in front. Shot. What a save by Burke. That may. Oh, remember that one. Kluzak, a shot deflected into the stands. What a play by Burke on Neely.
Boys, we're looking to take a punch to get Cam Neely out of this game. What a save. What a play by Craig Janney.
Well, this one reminiscent of the one Reggie made early in the game.
Right.
Hey, NESN is the place to keep up with your baseball this summer and get a look at some of the other divisions. Later this month, NESN gives you a preview of the AL West as the Sox take on the likes of Seattle, Oakland, and California, all on a 2-week West Coast swing. Then in June, it's old home time as the Sox face a full month against their rivals in the AL East, including the red-hot Yankees, Minnesota, Detroit, Cleveland. They'll all be on hand. NESN has sprinkled in games from Pawtucket, the old-timers game, which was today, and the Jimmy Fund game against the Cincinnati Reds next Thursday. NESN is your place for baseball this summer.
Right here, Craig Janney to Neely, goes on the backhand, gets it up, hits his arm. Just got a stick on it, which interrupted the flow of the shot to the net.
On the faceoff, Janney able to work it over the line is checked. Danico winding up. 3-2 Boston. Steal by Janney. Janney in. Craig Janney stole from Danico. Went in. Faked Burke. And made it 4-2.
What a heads-up play by that young man. Craig Janney, his hockey club is, thank God for Craig Janney.
Joe Lyons, who scouted him from Pee-wee, said, he's a winner. He said, that's the type of goal he gets.
What a heads-up forechecking play he makes here. Johnny on the spot.
Danico.
Danico coming up. What he did is he positioned himself well. Danico make the easy play. If he's smart, he goes up the boards. He opted to go through, Janney. Craig Janney's so good with his stick.
Derek, what is this
There's
follow
the
through?
fake shot. There's what held Burke. Now he goes across. Burke has no chance.
What's that remind you of?
What? Oh, the diving through the air, the Bobby Orr goal.
Yeah. Watch him come through this way, Derek. You made the pass to Bobby.
Right there. Bingo. There he goes.
Yeah. Almost identical. game, and then New Jersey took control of the play, and in one fell swoop, the momentum has gone completely the other way.
Terry O'Reilly talked about a bounce, a good play, a break, something happens. When you're in the 7th game, could have gone the other way.
Janney's second goal, unassisted. A lead in for O'Dwyer by Kluzak. Indeed, Middleton fighting for it. Middleton has to make a careful play if he can get possession. Can't do it, but battle in the corner and get the face-off. 7:39 left. Period number 3. Craig Janney.
What an individual effort that goal was.
Now the Bruins have to stay on top of the Devils. They're stunned right now.
I love the fake slap shot from about 8 feet out. Sean Burke froze. Figure, what's he going to do? Slap it from there? And he goes, great lateral movement left. Great goal.
Bruins have to assert themselves while remaining in control. It can be done all at the same time. You don't take any unnecessary chances, but you keep the pressure on. They're rocked right now. Don't let them recover.
2 guys can do it. 1 man in the high slot, pick up the winger, so they come back 3-on-3.
Yeah.
And that affords your defense a chance to stand up.
That's not the first interception of Janney. He had another one, and Wolanin just got his stick as he went in. Craig Janney, 20 years old. Instead of being a junior at Boston College, here's a long lead. Lemlin coming out. Lost it. Johnson got it. All right, Reggie tried to clear it. Didn't work. Bruins trying to clear it now. Driver keeps it in. Johnson knocks down a man in front. Now LeMay picks it up. Skates at center ice. O'Dwyer clears it. The Bruins make changes. Maybe even 30-second changes now. 4-2 Boston. Craig Janney with 2 scores. Puck is gloved out by Wesley. A heady play. And they say no hand pass. With it, Burridge over the line. Stops, cuts, shoots wide. And it goes into the back of the net. And face off outside the line.
Fred, I think the intended hand pass was banged in the direction of Casper. When Casper doesn't field it, the next Bruin's eligible.
But doesn't the opponent have to touch that puck before any Bruin Derek?
No, it may have not been a hand pass.
It has to be directed. Really, they shouldn't call all hand passes.
He just batted it out, and then Stevie Casper doesn't get it, Burridge does. Okay. It wasn't a hand pass is kind of a redirect to a specific player.
Well, the Devils aren't too aware of that rule that allows that. They thought for sure.
You don't know when they call it. It's not a mandatory call.
The Devils descended on Kevin Collins and Ron Finn.
We're under 7 minutes. Neely breaks it up at the Boston line. Quick clear away. Wolanin trying to come back. Fell down. And Casper with it. Has a man. Neely trying to break in. Scores! Cam Neely with a backhander. Set up by Casper to make it 5-2.
What a play that was. Stevie Casper right on top of it.
Oh, well, Lennon lost his footing, and that
That's the
was
thing.
it.
Now, Burridge shovels it up to Casper. But the play was nobody can Neely so strong with his stick that actually Muller can get to this, hold his stick, but he can't. Fakes the backhand, holds Burke, gets it up over the fallen Burke.
Oh, baby.
This Bruce Shoebottom started a new trend here in the Garden.
2 shots, 2 goals.
That's it. 2 steals.
A replica of the Stanley Cup. Is that what I see?
Yeah. Look, I saw a couple in the hallway on my way down to the interview room. The Bruins can hang on. Stay with us, because we'll be in the Bruins dressing room after this one. Wow. That's what they were missing, guys. At the end of the second period and the beginning of the third, they weren't trying to force turnovers. They were just trying to make sure New Jersey didn't score. They weren't playing aggressive in the neutral area. They weren't carrying the play.
They were waiting for a break, for some kind of something to give. And the New Jersey Devils We're going to have to eventually give something up, maybe, and that's what they did. They pounced on their 2 chances.
Well, the amazing thing is Burke can be beaten, right? Well, any goaltender can
yeah,
when you have goal scorer moves by Janney and Neely, but he looked, well, just unbeatable, and then 2 quick goals after New Jersey was putting the heat on, trailing 3-2. Craig Janney and Cam Neely, and Janney has 2 tonight.
Oh, here come the shoes. Somebody's going home barefoot tonight.
Remember a guy in Montreal one time threw out a pair of pants. Everybody looking around for the guy in his shorts.
How many goals do you have to score for those to come out?
I thought that was innovative. Up there, the medical students are the ones that come up with all the new stuff.
Cam Neely.
Right here, great move. Captures the puck, holds Burke, but Burke just can't get across on him. Neely's motion was such that it was just going to be too tough. We talked earlier about the turnaround play, those 3 saves in a row by Lemelin. Instead of 3-3, it's 5-2. Lemelin's come up very big on 2 spurts by the Devils early in the game when it was 0-0.
I want a story that Janney and Joyce. What a story this year.
Miracle on Causeway Street.
That's our own Cinderella story. Joyce and Janney, Andy Moog.
Then you put O'Dwyer and LeMay out.
Yeah.
They haven't been around. LeMay scores. O'Dwyer has
Terry O'Reilly has
helped the
that,
penalty killing.
has that gift, I think. Play the hot hand.
Let us not forget Raymond Bourque. He has been a standout. Puck back now for Johnson as the ice is cleared. 6:30 left. Boston leads 5-2. Sundstrom, the clear in. Curvers hustles in as check. Rolls near Lemlin and he ties it up. Curvers taken down by Bob Sweeney.
Bob Sweeney and Curvers are going at it all the way up and all the way back. That was a prolonged bout.
For the second time, we're looking at Lyndon Byers, and he has contributed. Remember that goal to make it 3-0, and they took Sean Burke out?
LB, he's not nervous, is he?
Nobody looks like an expected father.
I know Vern back in BC's watching this game, hoping his son will be playing. Tough break on the shoulder.
When you say BC here, they think of the college.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You mean British Columbia.
British Columbia. I stand corrected.
Who's that?
Curvers a shot, blocked, knocked away from in front. Neely, checked by Sudstrom. McLean keeps it in, rolls back, Bourque there, up the boards. Joyce trying to battle for it. Bourque just drops it out. And breaking Neely. Neely coming on Curvers, trying to cut in, rolls it in, and the net knocked away. Neely went into Curvers.
Looked like a semi out of control. Double clutching semi.
Going to take Curvers in the whole 9 yards to the net. Almost got away with it.
Cam comes in there like a 10-wheeler on a mountain road. Todd Curvers just doesn't have the upper body strength to be able to hold off Cam. Did a darn good job not allowing Cam to break in.
Yeah, did a good job going backwards there, too.
Ends up in behind Sean Burke. Watch Curvers trying to stay with Cam. I said, well, I can't let you go, although I know this is a losing battle.
Grabbed onto him with his arm, pulled his body weight up, and actually threw himself at Neely.
O'Dwyer's been excellent in faceoffs. He gets it in the corner. LeMay is held off. O'Dwyer battling Muller. Indeed. Bruins killing time in the Devil's zone. Muller trying to get it free. Finally does. Right after him is LeMay. Broughton gets it back. Now for Verbeek. Verbeek checked by Wesley. Wrapped around the boards. Broughton going for it. Now to Muller. Muller in front. Knocked away to the corner. Broughton hauled down. Jones trying to clear it out. Can't. Oh, Sorella really flattened LeMay. Shot here. Deflected wide by Sorella. Wesley trying to clear it out. Does. And they're going to call it icing. kept rolling. 5:04 left. Boston leads 5-2. Big goals by Janney and Neely.
Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by Nissan Cars and Trucks, built for the most important race of all, the human race. And by Budweiser, proud sponsor of the 1988 U.S. Olympic team. This Bud's for you. And by Sullivan Tire Family Car Care Centers, because family spirit is what Sullivan is all about.
I think we have a little bit of a problem here. Both linesmen went to Koharski to mention the chop on Sorella and Molomé. And Koharski's choosing to say, I didn't see it, I can't call it. Terry O'Reilly very upset behind the bench. All Koharski can do is tell him I'll watch him.
Well, I hope it doesn't get real chippy the rest of the way out.
5-2 Boston.
We're going to see it. Molomé.
Right here, top right of your screen. There's the punch, and there's the chop on the neck. That dropped Molomé.
Bruins work it out. Casper breaking away from Shanahan. Gets it to Burridge. Burridge trying to cut right in. With it, Neely. Neely shot in. Save. Burke. Knocked away. Fought for in deep. Burridge. Loisel starts it out. Away to Bolannon. Bolannon over the line. Pass blocked by Kluzak. Dropped out by Casper. And they're going to call it icing. Danico was passing out, and Janney intercepted. Went in, faked Burke, and made it 4-2, and then Neely from Casper made it 5-2.
A flat dead giveaway by Danico cost the New Jersey Devils this hockey game.
How about a steal by Janney? Let's phrase it that way.
Okay, a steal by Janney.
And not too shabby a play either by Burridge and Casper to send Neely in.
No.
I think Janney's put the stake in their heart, and Cam kind of drove it home.
Yeah. Now the clock's definitely in the favor of the Bruins.
Sundstrom and Linsman on the faceoff to the left of Lemlin. 28 shots Boston, 18 New Jersey.
If they lack in talent, they make up for in heart.
Kept in. Shot blocked by Sweeney, deflected wide. A penalty on New Jersey.
Going to be holding.
Yeah, Wesley was pulled down.
You can see Koharski. I missed a high stick. He's going to get you on something. Going to get you something right away.
Tickets for all three potential home games. 1988 Stanley Cup Finals against the Edmonton Oilers will go on sale Monday morning, 9 a.m. Once again, tickets will only be sold via the Teletron phone charge 720-3434 or 1-800-382-8080. MasterCard, Visa, American Express accepted. No tickets will be sold at the Garden or Ticketron.
There's McLean right there,
Right
holding
there.
on to Wesley's stick.
They've been doing that all series and been getting away with it, but after he missed that slash on Sorella, just waiting to catch it with something.
Power play Boston. Their first score of power play by Janney. Janney on, breaks over the line, flips for Joyce. Joyce check. Janney in the corner, chops it free. Kluzak to Bork. Bork. Boy, Neely can't get the shot on net. Couldn't control the pass. Fights for it. Keeps it in. With it, Velashev now. Up the boards. Now Bork closes, fakes. Gives it off to Kluzak. The drive. Blocked. Joyce fighting for it. It's back to Kluzak. Over to Bork. Bork flips it through for Janney. Janney holds. Still holding. He has 2 goals. On a power play. Janney in for Neely. Neely back for Bork, but it's outside the line to center ice. Kluzak goes over the line now. Power play Boston, 3:27 left. Boston leads 5-2. Big scores. Third period, Craig Janney his second, and Cam Neely. Pass across for Bork. Now to Kluzak. Linsman. Sweeney in front. Neely save. Burke. Nice passing Boston.
Boy, they worked that to perfection.
They did.
Everybody touched the puck on that series.
Now we can start to talk about the Edmonton Oilers.
Well, let me talk about the tickets. All customers limited to 2 tickets per game, maximum 4 tickets per phone order if a third home game is not played. I don't know what that means. Ticket holders for this game will have their credit card accounts credited tickets for the Stanley Cup Finals at Boston Garden, priced at $40, $37, $33, $31, and $20. Games 1 and 2 will be played in Edmonton. Tickets for game 3 and 4 are marked F5 and F6. If necessary, game 6 tickets are marked F7. Tickets only sold via the Teletron phone charge 720-3434 or 1-800-382-8080. That's a good idea. None of those lines and all that jamming. At center ice. Power play Boston, 40 seconds left. Wesley can't set up Linsman. A break by Danico. His shot deflected wide by Telvin. Behind the net, fought for, jammed up. And Danico in the middle there. Wesley and Crowder in a face-off. 31 seconds left. 2:52 left in the game. 31 seconds on the power play. 2 goals by Janney, LeMay, Middleton, and Neely for Boston. McLean and Muller for New Jersey.
Cam almost had his second, but he tried to squeeze it in between the left arm and the side of the body, and it just hit Burke's side. Popped down his arm. He had a look at the glove.
Yeah. Tough break. I like those lines. I think people that really want to come to the game have the opportunity to park out here, camp out here. I think that, I think that'd be, part of it. You pick up a phone, and some people got money, they could just keep an answering service doing it all the time till they get somebody.
Okay. Take it up with the authorities. In the Boston end, Telvin pressed by Brown. 5-2 Boston. Telvin works it out. Sweeney clears it in wide. 2:30 left in the game. 5-2 Boston. Telvin moving up. Jamming it in. Sweeney and Danico going for it. Sweeney gets away from Danico. Gets it to Wesley. Wesley, a shot. Save. Rebound. And a save again on the backhander by O'Dwyer. O'Dwyer battles to keep it in. Back at full strength. New Jersey trying to pin it to get a face-off, and they do. 2:10 left. Third period. On the tickets, only sold via the Teletron phone charge at 720-3434 or 1-800-382-8080. MasterCard, Visa, American Express accepted. No tickets will be sold at the Boston Garden or at Ticketron. Tickets for all 3 potential home games, 1988 Stanley Cup Finals against the Oilers, will go on sale Monday morning at 9 a.m. via the phone. Face-off coming up. To the left of Burke. Customers will be limited to 2 tickets per game. 2:10 left. 5-2 Boston. Wales Conference Championship just that far away. And Bill O'Dwyer's been excellent on face-offs.
Been working very hard. He's been he hasn't made any mistakes, and that's why we made this hockey club. He's very sound defensively. Been working extremely well in the corners, never letting his man go. Doesn't overplay the puck, doesn't look for breakaways and scoring goals. Just sits at home and plays solid defense.
Puck is cleared out to the Boston line, and Kluzak knocks it away to Ray Bork. What a magnificent game he has played. Assisted on the first 2 scores for Boston. Score 1 and 3, rather. At center ice, Middleton checks the play, pops it back in. 1:50 left in the game, a 3-goal Boston lead. This clear will be icing. 1:43 left. And the Devils gave it a battle, trailing 3-0. McLean and Muller got him back in the game. And the Bruins seem to be back on their heels. Danico wound up behind the net. It's coming out with a pass up, and Janney intercepted, walked in alone, and beat Burke 1-on-1 with a beautiful fake. A goal scorer's move.
Oh, it was that. It was that. Thing of beauty.
His second goal of the night. And then Cam Neely moved in for a backhander to make it 5-2. 30 shots Boston, 18 New Jersey. So it's all over, just the 1:42 to play. fans throwing some
Going with the shoes.
debris on the ice and delaying it.
Bruce Shoebottom has started a whole new custom here. Okay, let's cut it out. Fun. People starting to boo now. What do you do go home without a shoe?
Casper is out with Neely on the wing and Burridge, and of course it paid off for the 5th goal. Devils starting it back. Verbeek drives it in wide of Reggie Lemon. Lemon around the boards, can't clear it. Muller puts it back on the other side. Maley moves in. They've got 4 forwards on. Muller setting up in front. Puck doesn't get in front. Kuzak clears it out. Burke is out of the net. That's why Maley came on. Bruins are looking at an open net. They can get it, but Broughton comes back. He is hit. And a high stick call here. Is it on Ray Bourque? A high sticking penalty. And it is on Raymond Bourque. 1:04 left in the game. Ray Bourque is out. Sean Burke is out of the Devils net. And there's simply no time for New Jersey.
No, they have played with tremendous courage. Sean Burke has played exceptional goal. They fought back from deficit after deficit. Ray Bourque, pretty harmless high stick.
1:04 left now. New Jersey with Verbeek, Muller, and Broughton, Kerbers, and Driver, and Maley.
Tonight was the most games the Boston Bruins have ever played in the Stanley Cup. Tonight was the 19th, Fred?
18th.
18th tonight. They've only played in 17 previous to this. That was in 1983.
Linsman on the draw. In effect, a 2-man advantage for the Devils. Middleton with it for the empty net. He missed it. But, of course, it's not icing. Not icing. Middleton trying to keep it in the Devils' end. 50 seconds left. Power play for the Devils. Maley coming back. Lost it to Telvin. Telvin can't clear it out. Kept in by Driver. Maley. Back for Kerbers. Lets it go. Deflected into the stands by Wesley. 36 seconds left in the game.
Got ourselves a little Stanley Cup out there made out of foam.
Well, I have the presentation for the Wales Conference.
Jay Miller just came out on the ice, playing left defense for Glenn Wesley. Al Peterson's coming with him, replacing Michael Telvin.
Muller on the faceoff with Linsman. We're going to have a presentation right at the end of the game.
They're going to be the Prince of Wales.
The draw back, kept in now by Maley. Screenshot blocked by Middleton. Goes to Linsman. Linsman clears it and heads for the net, and he scores! Linsman in the empty net from Rick Middleton to make it 6-2. 24 seconds left. A backhander that right in the middle.
You can read the label on it. He snapped it up, a nice soft pair of hands. Total control over it. You got to have him on the ice with an empty net.
Ken Linsman makes it 6-2. Rick Middleton assisting. And Middleton is so sharp defensively, breaking up the play, getting possession, giving it to Linsman.
Yeah, oh, Oh, great. And that's what Ricky Middleton, very calm and cool along the boards, getting it to Kenny. Got a situation here, Fred. What they're going to do is just shove the debris off to the side, play the last 24 seconds. They're not going to look to do any of this. Everybody will play it very careful.
Good idea.
An excellent idea. The linesmen come in.
Let's see if Schoenfeld goes along with it.
He did. Collins come in and had mentioned to Koharski. He went over to both benches, and they said, yeah, play it out.
Well, the game is over. 24 seconds left. Boston still short-handed. Jay Miller goes back for it now. Drives it around the boards. Not out. And it is Muller with a shot. Blocked. Another empty net bid. And Wolanin chopped it back in. Jay Miller with it. That will do it. The Bruins win the Wales Conference as they salute Reggie Lemlin. Oh, they really surround him. You go back to the first 5 minutes for Beek and Curvers, and he stoned them.
Then there was that flurry at the end. The guys are going to be losing their sticks. The police are going to come out and try to stop this from coming over the boards. Fans are out there. One kid's trying to get over the boards with the stick. They won't let him over with the stick.
Well, what a season. I mean, it isn't over. And what a season to this point, Derek.
Oh, they've been playing. They deserve this. They played hard all year long. The pesky New Jersey Devils, that was going to be one tough little go. No one expected the Devils to take it this far. They have. The 7th game, the Bruins responded with offense that really Sean Burke, he couldn't be faulted at any one of the 5 he let in. Oregon got past him. They're coming over the end glass. That's amazing. That's a long way to fall.
The Bruins are champions of the Wales Conference with this victory. They will meet the Edmonton Oilers. Terry O'Reilly, assistant coach John Cunniff out there. The series will open in Edmonton since the Oilers have the home ice advantage. They didn't get that by much, Derek.
No. Tom McCarthy, like you said, Lyndon Byers out there as well. Keith Crowder, a happy man.
The first 2 games in Edmonton, Wednesday, May 18th. Then Friday, May 20th. Then it's back at Boston Garden on Sunday, May 22nd. And Tuesday, May 24th. That's the schedule as the teams congratulate each other. And the Devils certainly have nothing to be ashamed of.
No, not at all. There's a presentation here. They're trying to keep the Bruins on the ice. Police are pretty aggressive out there. They got people leaving this ice without touching their feet on the ground.
The Devils congratulate the Boston Bruins. They took the Bruins to 7 games.
Andy Moog, old teammate in the Olympics. Sean Burke, give him a little extra pat.
Well, the 3 stars were Ray Bourque, #1. No argument with that.
No.
Reggie Lemlin, #2. I'd put Janney there.
Yeah.
But Janney was #3. But that's cutting it pretty thin.
You can sit up here and, you know, Terry O'Reilly's made moves all year long. As you say, well, geez, you know, I don't know about that move. Every one of them has paid off. An uncanny knack for making the right choice at the right time.
Well, he called Bill O'Dwyer back.
There's Jim Schoenfeld and Terry O'Reilly. Emotions of the series over. Friends once again. I tell you, this town will erupt if they ever win the Stanley Cup, and they have more than enough talent to do so.
Vice President and General Counsel
Gilstein,
of the
Vice
National
President of the
Hockey
league, making the presentation to the co-captains, Ray Bork and Rick Middleton. There you see it. Gil Stein congratulating Ray Bork
What happened to Mr. Ziegler?
and Rick Middleton.
Ladies and
And that
gentlemen, the
is the Wales
1988
Conference
Prince of Wales champions,
Championship
the
trophy.
Boston Bruins.
The Devils have returned to the dressing room after the congratulations, and the Bruins are still surrounding this ceremony. Raymond Bork, what a game he played tonight.
Craig Janney also. Just terrific. Bork went out. Was not going to be denied defensively. He shut down the Devils pretty well himself in the second period. Never allowed them many opportunities at all. And when they did, they weren't that great of scoring opportunities, except on two flurries. Early in the game, Lemelin just came out tremendous. And another flurry when it was 3-2. Reggie stoned him again.
Tickets go on sale by a Teletron phone charge Monday morning, 9 a.m. 720-3434 or 1-800-382-8080. 2 tickets a customer. And that will be for games 3 and 4, Sunday, May 22nd, Tuesday, May 24th at the Garden. Edmonton Oilers, as they topped Detroit, took them 4 out of 5 games. And there's a very delighted Rick Middleton.
Stevie Casper, prior to him, Glenn Wesley, Cam Neely. All very happy. Reggie Lemelin, Mr. May, Alan Peterson. Cody Kluzak played well, Frank.
Frank Bona, he didn't hurt them at all.
Frank's in there all the time. Frank hits around. One of the classiest guys around here, Frank. Do anything for you.
The Bruins will be chartering to Edmonton on Monday.
Monday, 5 o'clock, the charter will leave.
And those who don't, Judy and Dan.
Frank of Amesbury Travel. Hey, it's a marvelous job they've done. For us also, all year long.
Well, this cup's for you, the Boston Bruins. With an impressive victory, the Devils made it a game, and the Bruins won it. The final score, Boston 6 and New Jersey 2. We'll return for more of the ceremonies and interviews in just a minute.
Finals against the Edmonton Oilers and win the series by a margin of 4-3 over the New Jersey Devils. Your Bruins Polaroid Instant Replay is brought to you by the Polaroid Spectra System, the only camera that makes time stand still. So that you will know, during the regular season, the Bruins and the Edmonton Oilers played 3 times. A win, a loss, and a tie was the way it broke down. First game was October the 17th. That was in Edmonton. Oilers won that one 4-3. The next meeting was January the 4th. That was at Boston Garden, a 2-2 tie. And then on February the 12th, the Bruins went to Edmonton and whipped the Oilers by a score of 7-4. Trophy that Rick Middleton toted off to the ice and into the locker room is a beauty for the Wales Conference Championship. It is simply not the one that the Bruins want. They can concentrate on the one that they really want to win now, the old Stanley Cup, starting on Wednesday when they take on the Edmonton Oilers in Game 1, and then on Friday, Game 2, again in Edmonton. Our first 2 games here on NESN will be Sunday, Tuesday, Games 3 and 4 for this year's Stanley Cup Championship. So this was it, Game 7, Bruins-Devils, and the winner gets a trip to Edmonton, a shot at the Cup. This is good stuff. Jersey has never been this far in the postseason, and it's been a while for the Bruins. And after all of that hassle at the Meadowlands, after Game 3 and before Game 4, between Schoenfeld and referee Don Koharski, son of a gun, look who is the referee in Game 7. Yeah, Koharski. Goalie match the same as through the series. Burke for Jersey, Reggie Lemelin. Best in the league to the postseason for the Bruins. Reggie.
Wheels in the zone, broken up by Peterson on the puck. It is New Jersey in alone for Beek. They go in front, save, and the drive and a save by Lemlin. For Beek. For Beek had an absolutely open net, and Lemlin robbed him.
That one got the Reggie chant by the sellout crowd going a little earlier than usual. Mark Johnson in the box for a Boston power play.
Who's that? Back to Bork. Bork, a shot in. Scores! Ray Bork puts it in. It might have been deflected in front by Janney.
Good eye, Mr. Cusick, sir. Drive from the blue line. Janney chops it down for the 1-0 Bruins lead. Next goal, the Bruins again. One of the more unusual of the playoffs.
Calvin again. Great chance. To make it 2-0.
Slap shot sometimes called slappers, so I guess you'd call this one by LeMay a bummer. Off the fanny and scores. How to go, you Mo LeMay. 2-0 Bruins at the end of one. In the second, the Bruins make it 3-0 off a face-off.
Middleton, quick shot. Scores! Ray Bork to Rick Middleton. A wrist shot, and it's 3-0.
A bad 3-goal lead early in the second period, but this one was far from over. Took the Devils over 15 minutes to get their first shot of the second period. John McClain, when he does, beats Lemelin, and it's 3-1. Jersey knew they were in trouble when they came back for the third period, but they responded by making a run at the comeback. That man again, the big rookie in goal, Sean Burke.
Bork hit Joyce over the line for Neely. Neely shot. Save Burke. It was Joyce breaking 2-on-1. The Bruins had the glorious chance.
Big save by Burke, keeping the Bruins from getting back up by 3 again. Jersey was very much alive in this one when Kirk Muller nails one for a 3-2 hockey game. The offense was working, and this guy Burke was getting magical again.
Bruins keep it in. Janney. Neely in front. Shot. What a save by Burke. That may. Oh, remember that one.
Yeah, because the Devils, and this is no surprise, were hanging in there. A big goal now by Janney.
To Boston. Steal by Janney. Janney in. Great Janney stole from Danico. Went in. Beat Burke and made it 4-2.
Second of the game for Janney, and Cam Neely then, the guy that put it away.
Has a man. Neely trying to break in. Scores! Cam Neely with a backhander. Set up by Cosper to make it 5-2.
Now, finally, you could do your hour back and light one up. Last-ditch effort for the Devils. Pull Burke, hope for the miracle. It's not there. Ken Linseman into the empty net. Bruins going to Edmonton, making a run at the Cup. Not an easy series by any stretch of the imagination. Not an easy win tonight in the finale, as a matter of fact, despite the fact that the Bruins had gone up 3-0 in the second period. Those Devils came back to within 3-2 before the Bruins finally able to put it away by a score of 6-2. They win the series by a score of 4-3. Now move on to the Stanley Cup championships against the Edmonton Oilers, who, as you know, finished off the Detroit Red Wings in 5 games. So with the Bruins playing an extra 2, the Oilers have had just a little more rest. Next game is not until Wednesday. We'll be back. We have so much more for you. We're going to go into the locker room and share the celebration with you here on NESN when Bruins hockey continues on your New England Sports Network. He had the first one of the night, and then he had the one that the Bruins really needed when things were getting a little bit tight. The 3-2 lead had dwindled to 3-2, and Janney with that steal and scoring the unassisted goal in the third period at 12:05. Just a minute and 4 seconds later, Cam Neely scored for the Bruins from Casper and Burridge to give them what you knew at that point was an insurmountable lead, a 3-goal lead at 5-2 with only 6 minutes and make that 6 minutes and 51 seconds to go. And then the empty net score by Kenny Linseman at 19:36 for the Bruins, that too on a power play, and the Bruins win it by a score of 6-2. The final shots on goal totals tonight for the Bruins, 31, and for the Jersey Devils, 19. It went this way, period by period, 9-8 Bruins in the first, 12-3 Bruins in the second, and 10-8 Bruins in the third. We're going to go to Boston Garden now. Dave Shea in the Bruins locker room. David, you got it.
Thank you, Tom. Well, needless to say, the local connection probably as happy as anybody. Bob Sweeney, Billy O'Dwyer, guys, how's it feel?
Feels great. You know, I don't think either one of us would have thought being from Boston, that we'd be going to the Stanley Cup Finals playing for the Bruins, but it's a dream come true. I'm sure Billy can say the same.
I remember talking to you between the first and second periods. Things were looking pretty good, but it got a little tense in the third.
Oh, it got a little ugly there, 3-2, but the fans rallied behind us once again, and they were like our seventh player tonight for us out there. You know, like I said, at the national anthem, they really got us sky high, so just a long way, though, huh, Dave, from B.C.? You must be enjoying this a little, too, huh?
Now, beginning of the 80s, doing Boston college hockey, watching these guys romp around, you've really made the leap in fine style.
Well, you know, guys here like Gordy give us a hard time being American guys, but, you know, it's just great. You know, we got 4 guys here from BC. Actually, 4 playing, but, you know, Craig's playing great since he's come here, and, you know, I didn't get a chance to play with Billy, but, you know, we're just all happy to be here now.
Boy, the play of the game, Janny stepping in front of Danico and moving in. I mean, unbelievable. And Bobby, you can appreciate it, being a rookie and all that, what that took.
Hold on.
Now, you're an age-old veteran. You got gray hair and everything.
You know, Craig made a great play there. You know, maybe he learned a few things at BC. I don't know, but we're just happy that he's playing well for us, and hopefully he'll continue.
Hey, guys, good luck in the finals. Way to go to win the
Going
Wales.
to the cup.
Thank you, Dave.
Let's get Gordy Kluzak in here. Gordy? Goober? Goober. Gonna bring on Gordy Kluzak. Boy, is this sweet, especially this being what could be a comeback player of the year for you, Gordy, to top it off with a Wales title and a shot at the cup.
Well, that's the key thing. You know, we've had a team that right from training camp believed that you know, we could do some great things, and we've you know, we've won a very competitive conference in the Wales Conference, and we got big performances out of so many people, and you can just characterize it as a totally team effort. Every night somebody else came up big for us, and Reggie and Ray were probably the keys throughout, but everybody else had their nights and their games, and you know, it was a tougher series than we ever thought it was, but we came through in the end.
Yeah, I was just going to say, during the Montreal series, after Game 1, I don't think there was a moment when you guys didn't think you were going to win the series, but with this New Jersey club, every time you thought you had them down, they'd bounce right back up off the mat and start swinging again.
Yeah, definitely. I think we got ourselves in a little trouble. You know, had a couple of easy wins in there, 7-1, 6-1, and sort of mentally relaxed a little bit after those. And they're the type of team that come back and burned us. And yet, you know, we did it when we had to, and we did it at home, and it was great to win it here. And the fans were into it greatly.
But you have to be going through so many emotions, Gordy. I mean, before the season began, you didn't know what to expect, trying to come back after a 2-season layoff. And not only do you come back, but all of a sudden you find yourself on a club that's got a chance to win the division, then win the conference, and now a team that has a chance to win the cup.
It is incredible. Last year at this time, I was getting ready to go into the hospital for, you know, another operation, and that seems light years ago. And all of a sudden now I'm part of a team that has such a great bunch of guys, and it was so much fun to win out there and see guys like Nifty and Ray and Reggie and those guys that have been in the game so long and performed so well, and how much it means to them and it means to all of us. And I'm just thankful I'm part of it again.
Gordy, what were you guys thinking at 3-2? They carrying the play. You guys are back on your heels. You needed a break, and Janny gave it to you.
Boy, did he ever. That was such a big play in the hockey game. I'd say that play and Reggie's big saves early on in the game are probably the two key components of the whole game, because, you know, if we got down 1 or 2-0, as it well could have been, early on, it would have been a totally different game. But Reggie made the big saves when he did, and then, you know, we were on our heels, no question. They were coming at us in the third, and Craig made the big play and held on, and it was great play.
Gordy, thanks a lot for coming on. Let's get this rookie on here. All of a sudden,
I'm almost as tall as you are.
bringing Rick Middleton on with us now.
Your time's up.
All of a sudden, you feel like a rookie again, huh?
No, not really. I'm a little sore, but I feel great.
What a sweet win, Rick, huh?
Yeah, it's got a little nerve-wracking there for a little while, but I think when we were down 3-1, I was a little more nervous than we were down 3-2. We seemed to pick it up, and we kept going at them. Finally, a giveaway, Craig walked in and put it away.
It almost reminded me of game number 1. You got that 3-goal lead so easily without much resistance.
I was yelling on the bench. I don't think anybody could hear me, but I was yelling on the bench, don't let up. You know, remember game 1, we had like 2 power plays in a row there when it was 3-0. I said, oh, I'd like to get that 4th one, because this team never quits, and sure enough, you know, 3-1 going into the 3rd period. But we did it.
Yeah, and then they grabbed that early one, made it 3-2, and Reggie came up with 3 big stops in a row before Janny finally eased the tension.
Oh, yeah, Reggie kept us in there early in the game, and when he had to, believe me, he's fantastic. I love him.
Well, you've been on plenty of playoff teams, even teams that have made it to the finals. How does this one feel compared to those?
It's hard to remember. It's been so long ago.
You were a young man.
It was another decade. It couldn't have felt any better back then, believe me.
Is this sweeter being the captain of this club and being towards
Oh
the end
yeah,
of your career?
it's always maybe a little sweeter when you're a captain. You know, as I said, I can't remember what it felt like. Every time you win, it's you know, fun. But to be in the finals, and to be in the finals when you're the captain, the ultimate would be to carry the Stanley Cup around the ice.
Well, you had fun with the Wales Conference Trophy. That's
Yeah,
give you
well, it's
practice.
not as heavy as that thing. Ray let go of it, I almost fell over.
All right, how about Edmonton? I know you haven't had a chance really to absorb this one yet, but I'm sure there have been times when you've thought about the Oilers. How do you feel about going up against them?
Oh, we feel really good. We just wanted to have a chance to go up against them, you know. And over the next few days, we'll, you know, dissect their team and try to see what we can do to stop. They got some of the best hockey players in the world on that team, so it's going to take an extra effort to beat them.
Before I let you go, I haven't seen you take off with a wrist shot like that one for the third goal. That was a sweet one.
It was a beauty. I had to reach back for it. I have to talk to Ray about those draws.
He put you in the right spot.
Yeah, he told me, and he threw it back like he knew what he was doing, and and I think he must have been screened because it wasn't all that hard, and he was already down, so went over his shoulder.
Hey, Ricky, congratulations.
Thanks.
Best of luck. Thanks a lot. Rick Middleton, and see if we can't... Well, Kenny Lind was gone in the equipment room. Lyndon Byers, let's get Lyndon over here. I mean, after all, Lyndon was our guest of the year, and even though he's got the shoulder, he's going to be ready to go, what, game two?
Game two, yeah. I hope...
you can stay out of trouble between now and then, can't you?
I'd like to play anytime I could. These guys... He's awesome. He's awesome. Anyway, it's just it's a great moment. I was happy to be. I wish I could have been playing, but I'll tell you, it was a great feeling to watch the guys play their hearts out. You got to give all the credit to New Jersey. They came into our building and they played a tough game. And right now, I love every one of these guys. And I'm delivering Steve Casper's laundry bag right now. So that's what it comes to. You do these things for those guys that go out there and work their hearts off.
You mean you didn't come over here to be on camera? You're actually taking the laundry out?
It is amazing. I'm taking Stevie Casper's laundry, but for you, Dave, I would come at any beckoning.
All right, since you didn't have to gear yourself up mentally to play tonight, you've had a little time to think about gearing yourself up to take a run at a few Edmonton players. How do you feel this team matches up with them?
Well, I think that we've proven in the past that we play good, and I think that, you know, like we've been saying, all the playoffs, it gets repetition, it gets boring, but we have to keep playing tough and disciplined along the boards and play our game. If we stray away from that, then we lose hockey games. And I think that, I'll tell you, every one of these guys are pretty pumped, and my shoulder is pretty good today, and I'm going to skate tomorrow, and we'll take it from there.
All right, good luck, LB.
Thank you, Dave.
Look forward to seeing you in game two.
I'd like to be there.
All right. Lyndon Byers, let's get Randy Burridge in here now. Stumper, you had a chance at a couple of goals tonight. Didn't go in, but you sure were raising Cain in the New Jersey end.
Oh, I mean, Stevie, we were getting a lot of chances out there, and Willie...
establish a hard-hitting tempo early, and is that the way you saw it, that it wasn't important to come out solid early, aggressive with the checking?
Yeah, definitely. You know, we had to get the puck in deep and work their defensemen, take the body, get our scoring chances out of the corners, and that's what we're trying to do. The first period, we're trying to make too many little...
Corner, but... You know, who cares? We won, and we're the best. Yeah.
This is a far more difficult series than I think anybody on the club had anticipated.
It seemed that there were a lot of instances maybe in the series where the Bruins tried to be a little too fine around the net, maybe passed up a good shot. Doesn't Sean Burke have a lot to do with that? Where the way he's played, you begin to feel you have to make the perfect play to score?
Yeah, I think so. We had a lot of shots throughout the whole series. We were getting a lot of shots on net, but they weren't going in. I think that's when guys started to do too much individual work and too many plays in close instead of just, taking a shot at net and hoping for a rebound or letting us, get in.
The penalty killing had slowed down.
On their power play that had been so effective, and the Boston power play really picked it up, whereas you'd had trouble in the first two series. Why is that?
Well, I don't know. Our PP came through big in this series. They came out with the big goals when we needed them, and...
Stay out there on the ice and be a productive player. Is that difficult when a guy is obviously trying to antagonize you, and yet it's more important for you to stay out there on the ice and not respond?
Yeah, sometimes it is, but, I've been told enough.
His ability to roll...
I take it you're looking forward to geting matched up with either Gretzky's line or maybe Messier's line, huh?
I don't know who it's going to be, but I'm sure he's going to try getting Stevie out there against Gretzky, and we'll see how it goes from there.
Randy, thanks a lot, huh?
Right on, Dave. Hey, for there, yeah!
All right, Randy Burridge. Well, we're going to try to get Cam Neely over as soon as Cam is through doing an interview with somebody else, but
help the team. I'm not going to help
them in the box.
Cam, you were rescued from the Vancouver Canucks. You're here with the Bruins. Did you ever think when you arrived here, as he accepts congratulations from Peter McNabb, did you ever expect when you arrived here that in 2 short years you'd be going to the Stanley Cup Finals? Did you know that there was that kind of a team here?
Well, I knew that a lot of talent here, and we had a good shot of doing something in the playoffs, but I never realized, you know, in a couple of years I would be going to the finals. It's certainly very exciting for me and my family. It's a big thrill, and I'm really looking forward to it.
You mentioned your family. I know it's been an emotional year for your family. This must be a very special time for all of you. I know your brothers are here, your dad's been here.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I'm sure Dad's really excited. He's at home watching it. He's probably watching right now. Hi, Dad. Yeah, it has been very emotional, and it's been a tough year, but, you know, I know my mom's watching, and it's definitely very exciting for her, for the rest of the family, so, you know, I'm really looking forward to the finals.
We are too. Congratulations, Cam. Is here in the locker room. We're going to bring Derek in just a couple of minutes, but first let's send you back to the studio now. Walt Perkins and Johnny Pearson.
All right, Sean, thank you very much. So we've seen the first period of action. It was 2-0 the Bruins after one, and again, they can thank Reggie Lemelin for that lead, because Lemelin just stonewalled New Jersey on a couple of occasions. And we'll see John Pearson, your analysis of the first period.
Well, it's a good word, Walt. Does not indicate how the game went early stages of the first period, and Reggie Lemelin did just that.
The semifinals by a margin of 4-3, and Dave Shea in the locker room with Cam Neely. David, you got it again.
Well, that's what it's all about, the Prince of Wales Trophy. The Bruins winning the Wales Conference and the trophy by beating New Jersey tonight 6-2, 4-3, and Cam, it wasn't supposed to go full limit.
Well, no, but, you know, they came out strong and hard, and you know, got to give them a lot of credit. They've been bouncing back ever since the last game of the regular season, and, you know, we wanted to wrap it up in 6 in their building, but they came out with a really solid effort, and it was tough again tonight. They came back from 3 goals to make it 3-2. Craig made a hell of a play on a nice goal, and that gave us a big lift, and certainly was very exciting for us.
Boy, Reggie came up with some incredible saves early. Did you have a feeling that, hey, wait a minute, they're not supposed to be pressing us. We're supposed to be taking it to them?
Well, Reggie made that big save on Verbeek there. It was partially my fault. I should have held him up a little bit, but certainly nice to see Reggie dive and make that save like that. It shows us as players what kind of game he's going to be playing, and it gives us a little confidence, and it certainly tells us we got to come back and help if he's going to do that for us, and that's what we tried to do. He's been playing tremendous for us all year, and in the playoffs, he's kept us in a lot of games. You know, I can't say enough about him. The whole team's been playing great. We've been bouncing back when we played 4, and you know, it's just a great feeling to win this conference. Now we got to go to the Cup.
Well, I'll tell you what, you and Craig Janney and Bob Joyce, you're the old man in terms of experience on that line, which has to be scary to opponents. Do they continue to amaze you with what they're doing under the gun like this, being rookies?
Oh, definitely. You know, they've came in and proven to everybody that they should be playing. They came in under a tough situation. A couple of our veterans had to sit out, and you know, it was tough for them to have to come in like that as new players. But they've shown it to everybody that they earned their positions here, and they've played very well for us ever since coming in. It certainly gives us a lot of offensive strength. Kenny Linsman's been playing outstanding for us. Keith Crowder, Bob Sweeney, Stevie Casper's line. I mean, we got a lot of offense now instead of just having 1 or 2 guys, and it certainly helps out.
Well, it was nice to see you get back on the scoreboard again. That one's been a while coming.
Yeah, definitely. I've had a lot of chances, but just haven't been able to put them in, and it certainly gives a little bit of confidence back, and it felt good.
Well, I saw your brother here, but I know your dad's back home. You want to say hi to him?
Yeah, hi, Dad. I'm sure he's watching. He wanted to get back to make sure he got to Edmonton, so he'll be in the car tomorrow or the next day, I think. So I'll be looking forward to seeing him in Edmonton.
All right, Cam. Thanks for coming on. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, let's move along. Who else are we going to talk to in the Bruins dressing room? Bees winning it tonight, and boy, you talk about
Lemelin making it 3-2 as the Garden faithful have something to worry about indeed. But the Bruins seal it as rookie Craig Janney will make the steal. An unbelievable play by Janney as he beats Burke, making it 4-2. It was all over. Watch Janney's reaction as he goes against the glass. The Bruins win 6-2. Now it's on to the finals, but first, some of that important celebration.
Going to the cup. Hey, young man, here they are going to the cup. We're down, Johnny, now.
It is unbelievable. This hockey mad town finally gets their due. Bob Newmeyer standing by live in the midst of all this. Newmy, what a great moment. You're with the key guys.
All right, what a show we had in this series with the Devils, Bob, tonight, and a gut-wrenching victory by the Bruins. With me is the two old-timers. They didn't want me to say that, but I'm going to anyway. Longest in point of service, Reggie Lemelin to your left, Rick Middleton to your right. Let me start with you first, Reggie. All the talk about who would play goal tonight. Terry made the decision to go with you. And you stoned Verbeek in the opening couple of minutes of play, and to a man, the Bruins said that was the key moment of the hockey game.
Well, I think it was important, obviously, in the beginning of the game because nobody probably knew how I was going to react to the game. And it was nice to make that save to get everybody thinking that I was back on track. We took over after that. We dominated the game. We played great.
In terms of this moment for you, losing the sixth game, getting the call tonight, what did it mean to you to win this game and put your club into the finals?
Well, you know, I was a little disappointed with Game 6, obviously, but fortunately I had a chance to crack at Game 7, and it's all over. We did it, and that's what counts.
All right, let me turn to Rick Middleton and ask you about that goal off the face-off. And Peter McNabb is here, who's with the Devils, congratulating the Bruins. You line up on the side of the circle. Raymond Bourque goes in to take the draw. Your center was kicked out. He tells you to go back of the
my center
top.
told me to go to the side of the circle, and then he got kicked out, and Ray came in and told me to get in the slot. And he says, yeah, I figured I'd win it. You know, that's confidence for you.
And he did win it right on your stick, and you put it in the goal.
It was a little behind me. It wasn't a perfect draw, but I think because I had to reach back for it, whoever was crossing the front of the net had a little more time. And by the time I looked up, it was in the back of the...
All in the series, the Bruins won.
Unlike Lemelin.
Down Wayne Gretzky and the Edmonton Oilers. Fans just hope the Bruins...
Final question. This moment tonight, in comparison to other moments.
In every series, we
kind of wanted to win games 1-0, going out with that kind of frame of mind, and by thinking that way, we play good D, and we always seem to...
minutes and enjoy it, but we're going to get
ready for Edmonton next week.
All right, how sweet it is. Reggie Lemelin and Rick Middleton. Reggie Lemelin, that's good. Lemelin. Rick Middleton, live from outside the Bruins dressing room. We'll have more a little bit later on. Bob, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Bob Newheimer. We'll have more during sports, a lot more. It's this great story. On to the Stanley Cup Finals. It's just unbelievable.
In a word. All right, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thanks,
Bob. Well,
all right, Jeannie, so the Bruins win it 6-2. We'll come back in sports with more highlights, so we'll talk to more members of the Boston Bruins. They're on their way to the Stanley Cup Finals against the Edmonton Oilers beginning on Wednesday night. Michael?
Okay, thanks very much, Mike Lynch. Nice job down there, and we'll be joining in just a few minutes. I'll tell you that Jean Bratman, she knows her hockey. She's ready for a trip to Edmonton. Jay, Don, let's send it back to you, and we'll be coming back with a lot more sports.
Schoenfeld, about his
reaction to this game and looking ahead to the finals.
And they certainly play with Terry's heart and intensity, and if we had to be beaten, I'm glad it was by a guy and a team like that.
Safe to say that Schoenfeld and the Devils are rooting for the Bruins then against the Oilers?
You betcha.
Yeah, Schoenfeld, the Devils, and everybody else in Boston are rooting for those Bruins as they head for Edmonton. That begins Wednesday night at the Northlands Coliseum, Game 1. The Bruins are in the Stanley Cup Finals, folks, and believe me, the people out on Causeway Street know that as well, as does my colleague Gary Armstrong, who's standing by live out in the mayhem. Gary, it's all yours.
Good evening, J.D. It's deja vu. Outside the Garden, the celebrating is just beginning. As you know, the Bruins were favored to win, but that old New England skepticism and provincialism prevailed until the fat lady had finished her last chorus tonight for the Devils. Now, outside, they poured out of the Garden in a frenzied rhythm. No more doubt. The magic, in fact, was back. Any doubt in your mind?
None. They're the best. They're the best.
Number one. We're going all the way.
because they're behind the scenes.
And no kidding, no fooling aside, they've done a hell of a job for us. And you know, like I said, it's 25 guys that's all put together to win this thing.
Looking forward to seeing Kevin McClellan and Marty McSorley in that group.
All the tough guys, yeah, I don't mind. It's for the Stanley Cup now. You know, that's our livelihood now. We're going for a trophy, and I think it's going to be a little bit more meaner, and everything's going to mean a little bit more. And maybe the scraps will be a little bit better. I don't know. We went through this series with not too many scraps. I was kind of upset because I always like to mix it up once in a while, but that's all right. We finally, you know, as long as we win, that's fine with me.
Hey, Jay, thanks a lot. Congratulations.
No, thanks.
All right, that's Jay Miller. And here's Craig Janney. Craig, can we get you in here? We've been talking enough about you. Now it's time to talk to you. Unbelievable goal. Unbelievable game for you.
Well, thanks. Just a great win. You know, that's where the bottom line is. We won, and great goaltender from Reg, great D, great everything tonight from everyone. Everyone played a solid 60 minutes after the jitters, opening jitters. But we went from there, and it's a nice win, great win for everyone. And you know, we're just going to enjoy it tonight and then get to work tomorrow.
I think at 3-0, everyone expected New Jersey sooner or later to come to life. And McLean's goal gave him a little spark in the second. He carried over into the third, and you folks were back on your heels. But lo and behold, the rookie comes through with the play of the night.
Well, you know, everyone's been taking turns doing it, and it just happened the guy didn't get a good piece of it trying to get out of his zone. It landed on my stick, and you know, I just went in and got it in, and you know, it was lucky, great goal, and then Cam iced it with his, and it was just a nice win for everyone.
You know, everybody, it seemed, tonight was trying to beat Burke 5-hole. What were you thinking going in?
I wasn't doing too much thinking. I tried to fake the shot because I thought he might have been out of position because he didn't expect a turnover at the time, and I just faked a little shot, and he kind of froze and opened up, and I just had enough room to go wide, just barely, and just slung it into the open net.
As soon as Loisel tripped you up, immediately Shades came back to Mother's Day of 1970 as Orr was flying through the air.
Not even close. You know, the goal was already in, and the guy, I think he was a little frustrated, and he just hacked out my feet. You know, the play was already over, and that was in the finals. This is just the semis.
You wait and see. Your picture will be up next to that one before too long, I guarantee it.
No, we just want to get to work next week and try and get a win in Edmonton, see what happens. It ain't over by a long shot. You know, we just don't want to get there. We want to give it a good shot.
Now, talking to Cam, he continues to be amazed at what you and Bob Joyce are doing, working together as rookies, and of course he's there to lend a hand. Do you surprise yourself, Greg?
Oh, we're surprised, Bobby and I. You know, we can't. It's 5 minutes left in the ball game, and we look at each other and go, "Holy moly, we're going to the Stanley Cup Finals!" You know, last year we're both in college, and college kids having fun, and all of a sudden we're into this, and it was just great for us to be a part of it, riding along on that wave, and it's been fun, and hopefully it'll continue.
Hey, Craig, great game, great series. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks.
Let's get his line mate, Bobby Joyce, on. He's a smart one now. He's already showered and dressed and ready to go out and party a little bit. Nice effort.
Yeah, thanks a lot. It's a great feeling. You know, we're on our way to Edmonton. That's the bottom line. It's super. We're going for the Stanley Cup now.
Nervous times when they came back to make it 3-2, and they had all the momentum going for it, and you guys seemed to be trying to stem the tide and playing not to lose it.
Yeah, we were a little jittery there in the start of the third period, and they were really taking it to us, and Reggie stood in there for us, and great, you know, a big goal by Craig Janney. He stole the puck, walked in alone, and I mean, that was the icing on the cake. That got us momentum, and that kind of folded their tent right there.
And Cam on the turnover, Burridge to Casper, sending Neely, and Cam was due for one, wasn't he?
Yeah, Cam's getting a lot of chances. He's a great player. You know, he's all around the net, and it's great to see him tuck one home.
Hey, Bobby, you went through the Olympic experience, as did Craig, and neither of you came out with medals after having high hopes. This certainly more than makes up for it, doesn't it?
I tell you, when you're growing up and a little kid, you're a young hockey player, your goal is to win the Stanley Cup. The Olympics is great, and it's, you know, it's a great thrill to play, but all your life when you're a hockey player, you grow up and you dream to win the Stanley Cup, and we're on our way right now.
One last question. Edmonton, obviously, when you come into this league, Edmonton's one of the first teams you consider you've got to go through if you're going to win the Cup. Is there any awe of that club, or do you feel confident right now that this team is every bit the team that Edmonton is and has every right to the Cup that they do?
Well, we're a different team, but you know, we play a different style, and I think that style we play might bring us some success. They're freewheeling, they got a lot of big guns, and we get it on deep and bang around like we have in the past. It's going to bring us some success.
And the fact that you play maybe better hockey on the bigger rinks certainly bodes well for trying to steal one of those first two out there.
Yeah, we got players that can play well on both types of rinks. Small, grinding type of games, we can open it up too. We want to work them down low and shut them down, hopefully.
All right, Bobby, thank you. Bob Joyce and Reggie Lemelin posing for the photographers with the Prince of Wales trophy right now. I don't know which gleams more, the polish on that trophy or that smile coming from Reggie Lemelin, but he's a happy man. 6-2 Bruins taking the series over the New Jersey Devils 4-3. And without a doubt, one of the stars of the series, as he was during the Montreal series, Reggie Lemelin, my man.
About you.
Some tremendous stops early in the hockey game. You must have figured, wait, this is not the way it's supposed to start tonight.
Well, actually, it was a good thing it started that way. Obviously, if they score, it's not a good thing. But making the save is good because you know all the
the experts saying, well, we'll see how Reggie's going to react tonight. Well, we'll see if he's nervous early. And that takes things away from everybody, and especially our club. And they say Reggie's back, and then after that, we took over the game.
Yeah, after Game 6, you showed a lot of class rooting the team on after you came out, but obviously it was your poorer outing of the playoffs, whether it was mental fatigue, physical fatigue, or just one of those nights, Reggie. And everyone did have a question mark. Gee, was this something that was going to continue? Were you even thinking that way?
I was definitely not tired, Dave. Obviously, it's the first thing that comes to everybody's mind, but you know, you go 11 games and you hardly make any mistakes. The puck's going to happen to go in the net once in a while, and they found some funny holes, obviously, and you got to live with that, but you have to put things in perspective that you've been playing very well, and that tomorrow's going to be another day, another game, different fans, different shots, different plays, and different bounces.
Well, I'll tell you what, if McLean's goal counted for them in Game 6, the save you made on Verbeek in the first period certainly wiped the slate clean. That was just an unreal. Was that just dive where you think it's going to be and hope for the best?
Well, actually, I had time to look, and the puck was bouncing a little bit. He hesitated, and then I tried to time my dive as he shot. Obviously, if he shoots higher, he scores, but when you cover 80% of the net, there's a good chance you'll make the save.
Well, you were consistent throughout the playoffs to this point. Now you've got a chance to go after an old nemesis of yours, the Edmonton Oilers. They have not treated you kindly over the years.
No, obviously not. You have to remember that when we played the Oilers every year, 3, 4, 5 years ago, when I was playing, they had a much better club than we had. And only in '86 that we started to compete with them. And obviously this club is a lot better than the club we had in '84 and '85 when I played for Calgary. And we're going to give them a better go.
Of course, in having been there before and coming close but not coming away with the brass ring, this gives you a little extra something to shoot for. Not that you need any incentive at this stage of the season.
I feel very confident, David, because we have a tremendous hockey club. The effort that are given every game are super, and I don't know. We got a grinding club. We are tough. We play in a small building. The fans are great, and I think we're very well balanced. And we got tremendous defensive effort all the time. We have a good crack at it, believe me.
Now, Reggie, this team seems to thrive more on being in the role of the underdog than it does playing the role of the favorite.
I think it's always like that for anybody. It's very difficult to be a winner, a constant winner, and to be at top level, you know, all the time. And but when you're the underdog like this, all you have to do is just go out and play the game, and there's less pressure on you. And the pressure shifts to the other club, and it's a much better feeling when you approach the games.
Well, you were tremendous all year. You've been brilliant in the playoffs, and let's hope it continues for another 7 games, Reggie.
Thank you very much. All right.
Reggie Lemelin, another outstanding night tonight in goal, especially in the first period when he stopped 3 point-blank shots, especially the one on Pat Verbeek as he was sprawling, scoreless at that time, and that kept the Bruins in it until the Bees could get on the scoreboard and get going, and then some big saves in the third period before Janney and Neely and Linzman put the game away. So it's just been a great night here at the Boston Garden. The Bruins did what they set out to do. They have won the Wales Conference Championship, and now they will get a shot at the Edmonton Oilers beginning next Wednesday night at the Northlands Coliseum, Game 1, with Game 2 next Friday night. Then they'll come back to the Garden for games on Sunday and Tuesday. That's a week from Sunday and then Tuesday, and that'll be back into Edmonton. Game 6 will be here at the Boston Garden, and May 31st, Game 7, if necessary, will be out at the Northlands Coliseum. So that just about wraps it up from the Boston Garden dressing room. I'm Dave Shea. Back to the studio now with Tom.
All right, David, how to go down there. We'll have more of the post-game activity from Boston Garden. Check in with Fred and Derek and Dave and started to wrap things up on what's been kind of a nice night for the Bruins and for Bruins fans at Boston Garden. I'm Tom Larson. Final score again tonight, 6-2. The Bruins win the series 4 games to 3 more as you're watching Boston Bruins hockey on your New England. Cam Neely plays here. Now in the Stanley Cup Final starting on Wednesday night is one that comes at you with guns blazing. Of all of the players in all of the Stanley Cup playoffs so far this year, The top 3 postseason scorers are all Edmonton Oilers. Mark Messier with 31 points, Wayne Gretzky with 30, and Jari Kurri with 25. Messier with 10 goals in 14 games, Gretzky with 9 in 14 games, and Kurri with almost a goal a game has scored 13 in 14 games. Now, we are going to go back one last time to Boston Garden to wrap it up for this evening. Fred Cusick, Dave Shea, and Derek Sanderson. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Tom. Still in the dressing room. Derek, you've been here before.
I have, and it's a tremendous feeling to win the Prince of Wales, and now the next step is the Stanley Cup, and I'm pretty confident this hockey club's going to do that, too.
Step by step. What's your reaction, though, to the, well, Janney kind of putting it away with that play?
Well, that was a play that's just exceptional. When Dave mentioned that it was similar to the Bobby Orr look, that brings back old memories. Bobby Orr born after a big winning goal, so I'm tickled pink. I'm enjoying this as a fan.
Yeah, but no Derek Sanderson to make the pass. It was Danico.
Yeah, Danico give it to him. Straight, flat, coughed it up. But, I mean, that's the way the game bounces.
No, that wasn't a giveaway. That was a steal by Janney.
You love that. Yeah, okay. It was a very heads-up play by Janney to get the puck.
Dave, we missed the reaction here in the room. The players really jubilant, I'll bet.
Yeah, and I think, too, they're breathing a sigh of relief because this New Jersey club did not figure to give them the kind of rough time they did, and the fact that it was anybody's hockey game almost midway through the third period, that's too close for comfort, and there was more relief, I think, than there was jubilation. The guys were pretty happy coming in through the doorway, but once in here, they kind of said, wow, that was too close for comfort. But, you know, I kind of like the idea that they're going to go into Edmonton as the obvious underdogs, just as they did into Montreal. And this team seems to thrive on people saying, no, you can't do it, because then they can. It's when people say you've got it made, they begin to believe it and make things interesting. So I'm looking for a heck of a Cup Series.
What about Edmonton?
I think you got the Edmonton Oilers probably have 7, 8 of the classiest forwards in the league. Their defense is seriously suspect. Their goaltending, we can match them save for save in that department. I think the Bruins forwards, who can check better than anybody in the league, get on those defense. We're going to be an interesting series.
And now you know the differences between the conferences, right? This is the Wales Conference.
This is the Wales Conference. It's very confusing. It's very simple in my day. Just a few teams here and there. It's easy to figure out.
He also knows the difference between coughing the puck up and a steal, too. You've reminded him enough of that.
Okay, we've got it all straightened out. A great victory for the Boston Bruins. The final was 6-2. Here's Tom.
The Bruins go on to a 6-2 win. One obstacle remains for the Stanley Cup, the Edmonton Oilers. And they'll be there Wednesday night. Bob Newmeyer standing by live now with the Bruins defense. Newmy?
Yes, I am, with the self-proclaimed best defensive combo in the NHL. And who's going to argue that now, Ray Bourque and Gordy Kluzak, huh?
I'd like to see anybody argue that or take us on, but, you know, we, just as a team, I mean, Gordy and I have played together all year, and we just love having fun with it, and we have a lot of fun out there, and that's why we play so well, I think.
I said defense. They're going to change you to center now after you won that draw and got it over to Middleton for that goal.
Yeah, I'll play anywhere. I mean, I'll probably have to play somewhere else, maybe some point in time in my career, but, you know, I've been practicing a lot in practice with Stevie Casper, the other centermen, and I feel that, you know, I've done that because whenever you have an important face-off in your own end, and if your centerman gets knocked out, that I feel confident that I could go in there and win it. But it's the first time in the offensive zone, really, that I've clicked up for somebody to score.
You gonna let this guy talk? You were saying, Gordy, yeah, first guy from Climax, Saskatchewan to play in a Stanley Cup final. Is that right?
Yeah, I think that's probably pretty true. I don't think there'll be anybody else there, but I think the whole town will probably be cheering, and I don't think anybody would have missed the game there tonight.
19 people live in the town, and you're going to have to come up with a gang of tickets to meet Gretzky and company. What do you think about this final series?
I think so. You might want to rob a bank. You might want to go there when we're playing the finals. The whole town will probably be up there, but I think the final series is going to be great. We couldn't ask for anything more than the opportunity to play the Stanley Cup champions, the great players they have, and the team that we've had, and how many big games we've come up with. It's a dream come true to be playing for the Stanley Cup against the defending champs.
Raymond, good luck.
Thank you, Bob.
All right, Gordy, good luck in the finals against Edmonton. What about the losers, the New Jersey Devils? Resilient, yes, they were. Down 3-0, made it a game at 3-2, as they did throughout the series. Scared the dickens out of everybody in the building with a comeback that fell short, of course, short circuit on that great goal by Janney. How did they feel about tonight's game in the overall series?
Our team never packs it in. I mean, if we get beaten because we make some mistakes or have a bad night, or we're just too fatigued to play. But We have a lot of courageous players with a tremendous amount of heart, and I'm looking forward to coming right back next year with the same group of players.
Well, the way that it feels now, it hurts. When finally it does come to an end, it always hurt, and if it didn't hurt you, I think you're cheating yourself. Right now, we really haven't looked at our accomplishments, so I don't think that's really sunk in. I just think it was so much emotion onto this one game that, we're hurting.
I must say, tonight we'll harken back to the glory days of the Boston Bruins. In fact, when Craig Janney scored, you might have noticed that he tripped and he fell headlong horizontal, much the same way, ironically, Bobby Orr did when he took that pass from Derek Sanderson to beat St. Louis back in the late 60s. That was the first Bruins Stanley Cup, of course. So that was the bridge between then and now. That's it from outside the Garden. Let's go back to Bob Lobel. Bob?
All right, Numi, one quick question here about the Bruins. Is it more of a sense of relief that they got by New Jersey and now they're going into Edmonton as really underdogs in the next series, a much more enviable position to be in?
Well, obviously, the monkey's off their back. They will be underdogs, but a lot of hockey people think they have an excellent chance for one very good reason. Yes, Gretzky, yes, Fiora, they're spectacular, they're superstars, but their defense is not. And if the Bruin forecheckers can get in there and pound away early on this club, they think they can beat the Edmonton Oilers because of their ordinary average defense.
Okay, Numi, thank you very much. We'll start dealing with that in a special that's going to be aired tomorrow night at 11:30 on the Boston Bruins and the road to the Stanley Cup. That special will feature the very same Bobby Orr that Bob talked about just a moment ago. That's tomorrow night at 11:30, our special on the Boston Bruins.